chilly weather, why not put on a cardigan? That was the Cardigans. And for what it's worth, a lovely tune there.
That's a joy. We should definitely talk like that more.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, alright?
Alright.
Yeah? Well, we've got a jam-packed show today. We got so many we got more features than Karl's got on his face. which is about the same as Morph.
Yeah.
Very few. It's just really a head, isn't it? A little.
That's where I've seen him before.
More.
On Take Heart.
Yeah. We've got, Rockbusters. That's
Have we?
still
No,
going
no
strong.
more feelings on that.
No, but he's said he's gonna, buck his ideas up. We've got, chimpanzee that. Karl finds an amusing monkey or ape related story. We've got Karl in a film again.
Right, excellent. Yeah, I've had a lot of great response from that, Karl, on the internet.
It was my favourite thing we've done.
People raving about that. So can we say what the film is this week?
Excuse my French, we've got some bloody great music.
Oh, pardonnez-moi. Wow, I don't know, I can't speak French. Shall we try and start?
Well, I'll just give you a taste. We got Oasis, Cardigans, you just heard there. We got Lloyd Karl, we got a bit of Pretenders coming up, Eminem, Feeder, Coldplay, all the greats.
Can I play you some TJ's fan club later?
Yeah. What should we have now?
Oasis.
Go on,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oasis and Songbird. It's a nice little ditty
It's alright, yeah.
of a Saturday.
Yes, thank you.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. I think we should go straight into it, Karl. I think we should do the competition. There's Karl in the corner.
It seems a little premature, doesn't it?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I
Do you
think
reckon
so.
we save it? It's so good. We should tease it out of
Well,
them.
it's a big thing.
It's just that I've got absolutely nothing to say.
Sure.
I haven't really.
Well, I mean, like often I know you all have spoken to Karl in the week. This week, for some reason, I've been speaking to him.
Oh, right.
I spoke briefly to him about Michael Jackson and the documentary.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I thought that was extraordinary.
Amazing,
I asked
amazing
Karl's
piece of
opinion.
work. Yeah.
And he didn't mention to me the fact that Michael Jackson likes to climb up in trees.
No.
He didn't mention anything about his bizarre relationship with children. He didn't mention anything about his obsessive billionaire spending sprees.
Right.
He didn't mention anything about the mannequins he has in his thing, or the fact that he drives around his sort of 7 hotel suites in Las Vegas in a little kind of old people's scooter. The only thing of note for Karl was he said to me, "Did you notice how big his hands are?"
I'll tell you what, though. I did.
What? How you look at the man's got like a face that he's had reconstructed. Well, I can't say that. It's libelous.
Yeah,
but,
he hasn't.
He's got an
he's had two nose
face.
jobs. Yeah.
And you're looking at his hands.
But I think it's because you look at him and he looks a bit like there's a bit of androgyny there, but it's sort of like it is quite a petite sort of old lady's face in a way. But then you see these labourers' hands come out. That's always the way with a tranny, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, you can't accuse him of being a tranny.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What are you saying?
No, I know he's not.
got enough issues now. You're accusing him of being a tranny.
I like him. I thought he came out that brilliant. I thought it was really. I really felt sorry for him. No, I think he cleared up a few things as far as I'm concerned. I thought it was a fascinating piece of work, but I did like the shopping spree. That was great.
Extraordinary, because he's
just
got
going
such
around
bad
just
taste.
pointing. I know it was bad taste, wasn't it? It was like one of those bazaar shops. You know what I mean? There's anything, sort of a gift shop, but they're trying to make it look like Ming.
But
And it's sprayed gold.
If he'd been living in a trailer park, he'd have been ordering, one of those porcelain dolls dressed like a Harley Davidson bike rider, or an Elvis commemorative plate. It was the kind of billionaire equivalent of that.
But the hands were a giveaway. It's the same as those sort of transvestites.
Well,
it's like you get
what was it about his hands?
When you get like a cab driver or something, right, and he decides to turn transvestite at about 60, and he goes on Kilroy. Do you know what I mean? That way, he got a twin set of pearls, and he goes, "I've never felt so comfortable." But his hands are still big. He's got a little wig, and he's got the lipstick on, and he's with his teenage kids who are going, "Kill me."
Do you think he's been having surgery on his hands to make them larger?
Bigger, yeah.
Was that why he was wearing that glove through most of the
Exactly, because but I think he wants to be a goalkeeper.
Right.
And they said, well, you can't, Michael, you've got big hands.
It would help him climb the trees.
Yeah. And he can play tennis now without a racket.
Yeah. So what did you make of it, Karl? Were you intrigued?
The Michael Jackson thing. It's, it was alright. But, that got a load of attention in the press. But the Trisha programme got nothing.
Okay.
Which, I know, Steve called me up in the week, right? 10 o'clock in the morning, I was at work. And he goes,
I think so at 10 o'clock.
Preparing this show.
Most people go to work about 8, 9.
Are you watching Trisha and that? I said, no, what is it? He goes, oh, you'll be loving it, right?
Freaks. Was it, Help Me, My Mum's a Freak?
Siamese twins. Right, so I couldn't watch it, but he said, it might be on again, because they repeat stuff on ITV2.
Right.
So I had my dinner late, right, instead of having it at like 1 o'clock like I normally do, I had it at like 2:30, sat in the office, put the telly on, ITV2, these Siamese twins.
Did it blow your mind?
It was amazing. You know, we talk about a lot of things on the show quite a lot. The Airy Kids crop up a lot.
I was waiting. It's been 10 minutes and you haven't mentioned the Airy Kid.
Right, and last week we were talking about Siamese twins, weren't we? So it was weird that this programme was on, but it was amazing. I mean, what
I think you can't refer to them as Siamese twins. I think they're known as conjoined twins.
Why?
I think Siamese is maybe considered derogatory or as an old antiquated phrase.
Yeah, I think it's because the first famous ones were actually from Siam.
Right.
And that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's conjoined, Carl.
Yeah.
Get the phrase right.
But you'd think that if that's happened to you, that wouldn't be that sort of offensive. The names that you must get called.
Right. You think that's least of your
Siamese
worries?
twins, I'd say, well, that's, yeah.
Now, were you stunned by where they were connected?
Just live with it, we'd say. Right.
Because they were connected, of course, at the forehead.
Oh,
Sort of, which was quite extraordinary.
God. What if one had bad breath?
That wasn't a question that Trisha asked. Annoyingly, because I know that much of the audience was thinking that.
There's a few things that didn't crop up.
What questions would you have asked of them? Because what things did you feel weren't mentioned?
I'd love to just watch Karl watching amazing things.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like early learning thing.
Mouth slightly open.
Yeah, mouth open, dribble, looking round to see if anyone else has seen it. You know, I mean that. Like when a cat sees a bird land on the balcony.
Exactly.
It can't believe it's luck.
I'd probably say, how do you buy her like a birthday present?
A surprise gift, yeah.
Because everything's ruined.
Sure.
Right? I'd probably ask...
Yeah.
Well, did you not think it was interesting that one of them had a boyfriend?
Well, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
But what was the other thing that I was thinking when I was watching it? I was thinking if one got into crime and that was sent to prison...
Right.
What would happen? How would you handle that?
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. If a chimp could talk.
And what was the other one? The other thing was, what did he talk about? Because it's not as if you can say, oh, guess what I did today? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brass in pocket, and if they're pretending to be good, they're doing a bloody good job of it. I love them. That's Ricky Gervais on XFM 104.9 with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl is still buzzing about these conjoined twins.
It's just...
One of them, of course, had to be... Because one of them was sort of shorter than the other and had to be sort of wheeled around on a kind of trolley thing by the other.
This isn't Molly and Dolly, is it?
No, they're not called... One's called Reba. I forget what the other one's called. Sheena, maybe, or something like that. Do you remember, Carl?
No, I wasn't that impressed with the names. It's just...
Yeah. So you immediately put them out of your mind. Those are rubbish names. Forget, Carl, forget. They're gone.
Were they British or American?
Yeah, American.
Oh, because I've seen some American ones on Jerry
Bizarrely,
Springer.
one of them was apparently a country music star.
This is Molly and Dolly.
Well, they're not called
The
Molly
one that
and
joined
Dolly.
at the Oi. The one that joined.
But they're not. I think you've made up the Molly and Dolly.
No, it was on Jerry Springer. There's a little one that sits on a seat, and the other one carries it round, her around.
They're not called Molly and Dolly.
There was something like that.
They're called. Well, we know that one of them's called Reba, and I forget.
And one was a country and western singer or something.
Yeah, and but she was saying, I've just made a movie. It's coming out shortly in theatres.
Is your sister in it?
Yeah, and the other one said, I'm not involved. It's utterly bizarre because they live there. They work so hard to live their lives separately.
Yeah, they say it's all. Yeah,
exactly.
of course.
So,
Yeah.
They try not to. So she's talking about her music career, and the other one's sort of not taking any kind of credit for it, which is nice.
It's weird though, because when she was singing as well, the other one just stands there. She doesn't join in. She doesn't sort of dance.
Offer backing vocals.
Do you know what I mean? Make a group out of it.
Yeah.
A duo.
Yeah, well, but it seems like we're sort of being horrible, but we're not.
No, we're not.
I mean, it's a really bad
we're
thing,
laughing at Karl's amazement at this phenomenon. Sorry, I just got to say we're not. You know, taking the mickey.
The really weird thing about all this, right? And it's annoying because you were saying about, what should have Trisha have asked and all that.
Yeah.
But one of them mentioned that one of them was adopted and the other one wasn't.
Don't talk rubbish.
No, seriously. I didn't understand it, right?
Of course you didn't.
And then Trisha sort of said, well, let's have a chat. And they were like, no, I don't want to go into that.
What do you mean one was adopted?
That's what he said. One of them. Don't quiz me on it, but that's what was said.
Hello there. Hello there. I'm a multi-millionaire. And I've just seen your orphanage. I'd love to adopt one of your children.
You'd like to adopt one?
I'd love to adopt a children because I've got loads from around the world, so I'd love to adopt one. I'd give you $10,000 towards your orphanage.
We're speeding through then. Yeah. Okay. We've actually got 2 left.
I only need one. I'm only interested in one. Yeah, I don't need any more. Don't need any more.
They're sisters.
I know it would be tragedy to break them up, but I really only need one.
Now break it up. There's the rub. You see.
Sure. Because you just need the one. It's $10,000 now. You can have that. I'll sign it now. But I don't want to discuss it further.
I'll bring you around.
Brilliant.
Okay. Ding dong.
Hi. Yeah. Brilliant. You brought my kid round.
Yeah. There she is. There.
That's a joy.
Yeah. Okay. Just standing next to a bush.
Yeah. Do you want to? Can you bring her out?
No. There's nothing behind the bush. So you just want. I just want to be able to walk 360 degrees round her. Do you want her or not?
Yes. I can't believe it. What's that little trolley? She's talented.
Oh, dear.
You're talking nonsense, Karl.
Well, whatever.
Feeder. That's it, just the way I'm feeling. XFM, 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. It's time for the newest quiz in town. This is where Karl inserts himself into a seminal film. Last week, it was the little kid in Sixth Sense. You remember? To great acclaim. The critics loved it. They said a triumph. This week, he's fiddled with The Graduate. This is the scene where, of course, he goes upstairs to the hotel room, and it's on the cards. She's a dead cert, Mrs. Robinson.
Well,
here we go then. So, are you ready for it? I've brought some condoms from home that Suzanne got for Christmas.
Benjamin.
What?
Will you bring me a hanger?
A what?
A hanger.
Tell you what, I've got wood.
What?
Just saying, I've got wood. I've got metal ones as well. What sort do you want?
Either one would be fine.
All right. There you go.
Are you afraid of me?
No. No, I've seen weirder things than you. Have I ever told you about the 2 lads I went to school with who had big heads? Webbed fingers as well. Not related, and weren't mates, but both had the same thing, which is a bit weird. I've never found out what was wrong with them.
Can I ask you a personal question?
As long as it's not about my head being round, because Ricky's always going on about that. He's saying I've got a round head.
Well, you can admit that, can't you?
No, it's. I'd say it's a normal sort of shape. It's just round.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but what do you mean? So is yours. Heads should be round.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed. It's just a normal shape.
Mm-hmm.
And you can talk. Look at your saggy arse. Anyway, get your knickers off.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, that was a joy.
Oh, dear. Oh.
It was an absolute treat. Now, I should say that obviously the prize is a copy of The Graduate. Now, bear in mind that XFM is giving away these prizes. Yeah. Karl is so cheap that he wouldn't even buy it on DVD. He's bought it for $6.99 on VHS. It'll be panned and scanned. It won't be widescreen. There's none of the extra features that you get on the DVD.
Look at Karl's face. He's gutted.
Karl, did you pocket the rest of the cash?
No. I have to use my own money to buy these. Right?
What, you're using your own money to give this stuff away?
Yeah. So I had to go and buy that.
XFM is so cheap, I understand.
Right?
I know.
And it's not worth having it on DVD, is it?
Why not?
It's an old film, so... So the quality is do you know what I mean? They can't really tidy it up.
Of course they can. They do it from a print. They don't do it from the video. They don't get the video and go, let's make it into a DVD.
An old Betamax copy that someone had knocking about. Well, anyway,
it's the same film, though, isn't it?
Fine, okay, well, you're right, yeah. But anyway, you can win $6.99's worth of The Graduate. The question, and it's email only, Steve, it's not Steve, it's Ricky ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. The question is, name the actor that Karl was taking the place of in the film, and of course the actress that he's performing opposite. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Lovely.
Do you want to play something from there?
I would love to.
It would seem appropriate.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Simon and Mr. Garfunkel, please, let's not have the sound of silence. Let's have some more beautiful music. Get that together, please, quickly. That's XFM.
I think you should do every single link on it. It's the best bit of the show.
That's on XFM 104.9.
Are we going to have time to play the clip again before, I don't know, before 2 o'clock, let's say?
Are people not listening to the question? Is that what you're...
Some people are not listening to the question.
Oh, dear. Okay, we'll play it again at about 2 then.
And personally, any excuse to hear it again, because I thought it was
I think Karl should go out and get the DVD.
I think it's embarrassing to give away the
yeah,
the
you have to get it. You have to go out and buy the DVD later.
Karl, on the DVD, it's got a booklet, it's got an audio commentary, it's got behind-the-scenes features, and it's got this pristine widescreen version of the film. You've got some cheap $6.99 version.
Yeah, and
on
so
VHS.
because you were being mean, because it was your own money, you're gonna have to waste that now because no one wants it. So it's gonna cost you twice as much as it would have done if you just got the DVD the first time round.
A valuable lesson learned.
Yeah.
I've rewound it.
There's a penalty if you've not. No, you haven't rewound it.
Go and get the DVD later. Were they going to win the DVD?
No, I looked at the DVD and it was 18 quid. I'm
Go
not
and
paying
get
18
it
quid for
and claim it back.
No, you've got to wait.
What a cheap station this is.
It's outrageous.
I mean,
Well, do you want to go on with the other prizes with what we're giving away later?
What is this for Rockbusters?
Well,
we don't give away prizes, we throw away prizes.
Yeah, it's cleaning out some drawers at XFM.
Go on.
I'm just having a quick look through before I...
Because we've sort of revamped Rockbusters a bit. There's that extra bit in it now, isn't there? That audio bit.
You're selling it, your big sell.
Oh, we're not going straight into that yet, then.
There's a
No,
DVD.
no.
There's a DVD there. What's that?
I'll go through them later, Rick. I just need to absorb it. Don't get excited, mate.
So, who did Karl play in the clip? What actor's place did he take, and what actress played opposite him? That's ricky.gervais.
XFM.co.uk.
Sure.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is that it then?
What have we got coming up? We've got some...
Play a bit of Coldplay.
Let's have
bit
it.
of Coldplay, be right? Coldplay. Yellow on XFM 104.9. Get it on DVD. It's an embarrassment. £7 worth of old video, pan and scanned.
I bought it now, that's what they're getting. Right.
He's put a downer on it. All the work, that went into that, and then just gonna fob them off with a bit of old celluloid like that.
Well, listen, still to come, right? We've got the monkeys thing.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
And when I was out last Sunday, right, at Johnny's birthday party,
Yeah.
Steve was there.
Yeah.
Got talking about stuff. And a debate that we didn't really finish cropped up.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, I know about this. Steve told me. This is the infinite amount of monkeys. Or a monkey with a typewriter and an infinite amount of time would eventually come up with the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There was no debate. It's a philosophical, mathematical problem. There's no debate. It's true.
It wouldn't happen.
No, listen, Karl, listen. Infinity sorts it all out for you, right? An infinite amount of monkeys at a typewriter, right? They do everything. They type everything. Infinity just sorts it all out for you. There's no getting to it and they're going, oh, well, let's have a look what they've done. This one's come close. Did Romeo and Juliet. It would do it all. It would type everything ever possible, conceivable.
Yeah, but...
It's a mathematical...
Well,
infinity
we've heard your side of the argument, Rick. And I'll be honest with you, it's a persuasive one. But let's hear Karl, because he heard about this in a pub last week.
Yeah,
so
what's your
he's got some strong
What's your
ideas
problem with
himself.
it? What's your problem with it?
Well, first of all, right, you're saying it's a load of monkeys. It's not just one monkey that
Depends.
can live forever.
No, wait. It's either a chimpanzee with a typewriter with an infinite amount of time. He would eventually, by definition, mathematically, type everything ever possible. Okay, or it's an infinite amount of chimps with typewriters, and one of them will type it first time.
But already, that's not right. You either need to have
What do
one
you mean?
monkey.
What? You mean
Let's hear his
employment
point.
laws?
He
What do you mean
can't-
it's not right?
Let's hear him out, please.
If it's one monkey
Yeah.
with a typewriter that's got loads of ink in it and that, right? At least it knows what it's done in the past.
It's not...
Keep going.
Crime.
If you've got a load of monkeys, it's like if you have too many. What's that saying about too many chefs?
Too many
spoil-
chimps spoil the soup.
Right, well, it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't tell you to put salt in it. I was going to put salt in it, and it messes it up. Whereas if it's just one, they know what's gone on. So what I'm saying is...
Honestly,
just leave him go.
I can't be bothered,
I want to hear, I want to hear the rest.
This blows my mind. He doesn't know what this does to me. It's a mathematical problem.
I want to hear the rest.
Well, it's just, I just don't think it will happen.
What do you mean you don't think it'll happen? Infinity works it out for you, by definition.
Well, what's stopping them typing the same thing again?
They would. In fact, the problem should be, if you had an infinite amount of time, that it would type, it works for Shakespeare an infinite amount of times, and everything else an infinite amount of times. But, you know, that's not as...
But not Shakespeare.
Oh! Shut up! You idiot!
Rick, do you know what he said to me? I said to him, I explained it to him. I said,
God.
You've got an infinite number of monkeys, infinite number of typewriters. They will type the complete works of Shakespeare. He said, have they read Shakespeare?
You're an idiot! Play a record.
said, no,
I'm not having this
they're not
conversation.
doing it from
I'm not
memory.
having it. I'm not having it because it really, really winds me up.
But you're saying they'll do it with no spelling errors.
Well, they do it an infinite amount of times. And they do it wrong an infinite amount of times. And they spell the last full stop wrong an infinite amount of times. And they get one thing wrong in Hamlet wrong an infinite amount of times. They do everything an infinite amount of times.
But are they going off a story that they've...
Play a record, Karl, because I'm going to knock you out.
I'm just saying...
Shut up!
Do they know the story?
They're monkeys!
Oh, Christ.
No,
Right, okay. Lloyd Cole, she's a girl and I'm a man. Good that, innit? On XFM, 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
As ever, Rick, there's always someone who steps in to defend Karl.
Okay, what is the defence? What is the defence?
Here's an email from Scott Coomer. He says, Karl is actually right. I've got an A-level in statistics and probability. It doesn't matter how long they have and how many monkeys you have. You cannot guarantee they would type the complete works of Shakespeare. Infinity makes it probable they would get it right, but not definite.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
No, you weren't saying, Karl. You don't understand it. Infinity sort of sorts it out. But if they do anything, they nearly do everything, won't they?
No, I mean, they'll give it a good shot.
No, that's not the point. But the
I'd
point
be
is
surprised if they did one page right.
Right, listen. It's not to do with consciousness. It's not to do with them aiming.
They are just bashing away at the keyboard.
It's like they're used to show that there isn't consciousness. They chose the chimpanzee because it can type, presumably, hit the keyboard.
It's because they hadn't come across you at the time.
Yeah. It's to take out thought out of it. It's to take out reason and trying, right? It's just random. They're saying that if you typed enough things, if the computer was left typing everything, if you left it for an infinite amount of time, and they chose Shakespeare because there is meaning behind it, and it's difficult to get it exactly right, to show you that Infinity would come up with it's not just Shakespeare, it's every novel. It's everything.
Fairly eloquent there from Gervais. A quick riposte, please, from Karl Pilkington.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't understand, if it hasn't read it, then how does it know where it's going?
Listen, right, listen, right, Can I just explain to people, right? Some people have said, why are you cruel to Karl? He drives me mental with things like that. What do you mean, well?
Let me just take a breather.
How do I do your editing?
It keeps coming in the week. You know that I work here properly, in the week, don't I? Yeah, I've got a proper job, should be 9 to 5, but I normally get in at about 8 o'clock and work.
A lot of people getting 8 o'clock.
Working hard, trying to do my job. 3 times this week, I've been rushing around. I walked past my little studio. He's sat in there, alright? Now, because I've got this sort of job, I can get away with it. I said to him, if I was a doctor, would he keep coming to me practice?
If you were a doctor, there'd be severe problems with the NHS.
Imagine that.
The standards would have lowered so much if you can arrive at the hospital you're a doctor.
Pop in, I'll go to lunch, don't we? We have a little lunch break, don't we? I go, come on, let's go now. He goes, I'm busy. I go, come on, let's go now. He's going, you're doing me head in.
Well, when I was talking about the monkey conundrum with Karl, he said to me, right, if I had a day off work, and I was, say, watching the TV, and with one hand I was typing a typewriter, would I type Shakespeare? I mean...
Yeah, but you see, there's certain things. We were talking a little bit about this stuff the other week, weren't we, when we said, you were going on about Einstein, and I said he's not that good. E equals MC squared. It sounds good, but I've never used it and that.
I've never used it! You haven't used 2 and 2 equals 4, Karl!
The fella with an apple fell on his head. it could have been anyone sat under that tree. Do you know what I mean? It's just annoying.
Lucky. And
It just happened to be a genius.
Newton gets all the credit
do you know
for
what
his
I mean?
laws of the universe.
Well, other people were working whilst he was having a lunch break under the tree.
Okay.
So in a way, it's like he didn't deserve to have that success story.
Again, forget the apple and the tree and whether he was sitting down having a lunch break. It's totally irrelevant.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's certain things that will just happen. You know, it's like, I think we were talking, when we were out eating the other week, we were talking about Noel Gallagher.
Well, this is reason the monkey discussion came up, right? Noel Gallagher.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Rick, I don't want to misquote Noel.
I'm gonna be like Herbert Lom in Clouseau. I'm gonna get a twitch whenever he opens his mouth. I don't know where to start with some of his statements.
Well, as I say, this discussion began because we were talking about a quote that Noel Gallagher supposedly gave. Now, I don't want to misquote Gallagher, but the gist of it was that he said, had I written Wonderwall or whatever, instead of the Beatles writing Strawberry Fields or whatever, I'd be the one that was considered the great songwriter and it wouldn't be the Beatles. You know, it's just the fact that they came first that meant that they get all the credit as being the greatest band.
I don't know where to start with that statement either.
I mean, that's Gallagher's thing, and he's, you know, well, whatever. We know what we think of that. What was your point, Karl? You agreed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon, right? Do you know we've talked about putting a baby in a room before and it'll know what colour it is and stuff? If you got a room that's painted red, right? But forget that, because that's going to confuse
Hear him out.
Listen to me. Say if they did some new TV show, right? Like, what's that film with Jim Carrey in where
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show, right? So they make up a little room and some woman has some kids and you say, right, let's put the kids in this room, and they don't know what's going on outside. They don't know anything about, like, EastEnders and that. It's like their little world, right? They don't know anything that's gone on.
How could a child survive without EastEnders?
Right, listen. So you sat in the room, right? And then when they're all asleep, right,
Wait for this bit.
someone
Have you heard this?
Yeah,
bit?
wait for this bit. They're all in a room.
Yeah.
They're asleep.
Yeah.
someone pops in, puts a guitar next to the bed, right? Nips off out again. They wake up in the morning, and one of them goes, "What's this?" They don't even know it's a guitar because they've never seen one, right?
They're talking English though.
Yeah.
We just left guitar out of the vocabulary.
Right. So
There's plenty more to come.
one of them will pick it up and they'll go, "I don't know what it is," and they'll start strumming. They'll go, "That sounds good, doesn't it?" Give them a few weeks, they could come up with "Hey Jude." Whereas, typing Shakespeare, a monkey that can't even spell,
I see that. Listen, I'll call you
can't answer it. Can't
I
answer
might
it.
come with you, Rick, if that's all right.
we've got to sort out that Christmas special as well.
Yeah, no, sure.
Alright, I'll see you later.
I'm shooting off then as well.
Cheers, Karl. Flaming Lips. Yoshimi battles the Pink Robots on XFM 104.9.
Before the ad break, Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle.
Great track.
Lovely to hear that.
Brilliant track. We're not scared of playing that sort of stuff, are we?
Indeed.
We've got some great... I think we're underestimated here. People think we're just like, two guys and a buffoon in a room. But we're so much more than that. We try and put together a whole package for them, don't we? For their Saturday afternoon listening pleasure.
If there was an infinite number of us three in an infinite number of studios, broadcasting for an infinite number of shows, would we ever do anything half decent?
Yeah, we eventually...
Would we ultimately come up with something quite good?
What was that email that you were laughing at?
I can't, it's too rude.
What does it say?
It's too nasty.
Oh, God, give me the gist of it.
The gist of it was that it would mean that if there was that infinite number of monkeys, eventually, besides the fact that they would type the complete works of Shakespeare, they would also type the sentence, "Karl Pilkington is a genius." But the email also said it would also type, "Ricky Gervais is I can't say the word, but
I know.
Yeah.
But a number of times they type it and write, "Karl Pilkington is a genius," and Ricky Gervais is a cund.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be there a lot.
Yeah.
Before we carry on with anything, I should just tell you, we're on the subject of emails. There's one emailer we're always looking forward to hearing from.
Dickers!
Richie Anderson!
Dicky Docky Doo!
Richard Anderson, thanks for emailing.
He's my biggest fan.
He's
now.
one of the biggest fans.
He absolutely loves me.
But not afraid to offer some constructive criticism.
Go on,
That's the
what's he
great
said?
thing about Dickie. And from Anders this week, he says, "Ricky, I'm lazy, I talk nonsense, I'm badly organised, and I believe in ghosts. Can I have a job working on your show?" Possibly, Anders. Maybe send in a CV. Or email a CV.
He's put a little bit of all of us in that, hasn't
Exactly.
he? Oh, I'll ask him if he's a goggle-eyed freak, Steve.
All right, calm down.
Well, no, I didn't mean
there's no need to get insulted.
No, I didn't necessarily mean you,
No
did
need
I?
to get nasty.
Well,
I was thinking about that, actually, Steve.
Oh, God.
Just talking of the old...
What?
What?
Talking of the what?
No, Do you know, like...
This better be good.
No, you don't have that many girlfriends and that.
What do you mean?
Carl, why are we on this? I was defending you in the whole monkey discussion. Come on, what's your point? What's your point? What's your point?
No, what's the point? What's the point?
I just was thinking...
If there was an infinite number of Steves?
You're an odd-looking fella.
Come on, Carl, get to the...
No, you know I know that. I've told you that loads of times.
What do you mean, you know I know that?
Well, there's no point pretending anymore.
Steve, I'm flabbergasted.
But also, you don't like spending money, right?
He's mean and weird looking.
Valentine's Day. Are you sort of... you know...
You've got to love him though, haven't you?
What are you happier with? The fact that no girls like you enough, right?
This is really mental.
Or are you happy because you don't have to spend any money on a card for someone?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Right, let's have more monkey news. What have we got?
No, we've got
so much to get into this show. Insults.
We don't need the
stupidity.
insults. I think we've got enough. We don't need the insults.
Yeah, there's no more insults. No more
What
insults.
angers me with Karl is he's been planning that.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about it on the way in because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm not a big fan of it.
Condoms?
You bought your girlfriend a box of condoms for Christmas. I don't think you can have a go at me. To be fair.
No, but I don't just treat her on Valentine's. I'm always... Do you know what I mean?
You don't even treat her on Valentine's. You don't even treat her at Christmas or on her birthday. When do you treat her?
Hang on a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute there. Oh, why I order. Wait a minute. What was that? Tiffany dog.
I treat your girlfriend better than you, and I've only met her twice.
I took her out last night and she enjoyed herself.
Where'd you go?
Until she had to write the check.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
To a chippy. A really...
No. Play a record!
Is it a chippy?
No, a really quality one.
Right.
Oh, God!
Under a fiver for two.
Oh, nice wrapping. Not newspapers, greaseproof paper.
And bread.
Ash, and sometimes on XFM 104.9, I'm looking Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Right.
We've got so much to get through. All right. London's shit, innit? Sorry, I shouldn't swear on air, my studio.
Never swear on an on-air studio.
Yeah. Apologies. Not really swearing, is it? I'll tell you what swearing is. Yeah, Graduate. You're going to play that again and give a winner. Give a winner.
Well, let's hear it. So it's Karl Pilkington featuring in The Graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we go then. So, you ready for it? I've brought some condoms from home that Suzanne got for Christmas.
Benjamin,
What?
will you bring me a hanger?
A what?
A hanger.
Tell you what, I've got wood.
What?
Just saying, I've got wood. I've got metal ones as well. What sort do you want?
Either one would be fine.
All right. There you go.
Are you afraid of me?
No. No, I've seen weirder things than you. Have I ever told you about the two lads I went to school with who had big heads? Webbed fingers as well, but not related, and weren't mates, but both had the same thing, which was a bit weird. I'd never found out what was wrong with them.
Can I ask you a personal question?
As long as it's not about my head being round, because Ricky's always going on about that. He's saying I've got a round head.
Well, you can admit that, can't you?
No, I'd say it's a normal sort of shape. It's just round.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but what do you mean? So is yours. Heads should be
It's
round.
nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed. It's just a normal shape.
Mm-hmm.
And you can talk. Look at your saggy arse. Anyway, get your knickers off.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, dear.
A classic, an Oscar-winning classic.
Oh, Karl Pilkington in The Graduate. But what was the question, Steve?
The question was, which actor was Karl Pilkington taking the role of?
Well, that's easy. Everyone knows
which
that.
actress was he performing opposite?
I know that.
And the answer is Ricky?
Hoffman. And, Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft, Dustin Hoffman, and the $6.99 VHS cassette is going to Laura Gomez because she says that she'd be happy with the VHS, not the DVD. So, best of luck to her. I hope she enjoys that.
All right.
Yeah?
What we do next week?
I've got loads of,
I quite like hearing Karl in a sort of seductive environment. It gives you another insight into him. It gives you another dimension.
I know. E.T. it is then.
Exhibit
X.
and the track X. Have you seen 8 Mile, Rick?
I really enjoyed it.
You'll notice Exhibit makes a little cameo in there.
Yeah, and that last bit, that wrap off at the end, it was lovely. It was just like Rocky or something.
Shall we have a wrap off maybe next week?
Yeah,
The three
yeah.
of us.
Yeah. Let's try and master the art of talking civilly to each other first before we start making it rhyme. Oh,
Rockbusters, Karl?
Yeah.
I'm not a champion of Rockbusters, as you know, but I think it's overstayed its welcome. But I'm willing to go
Well, I
along
think
with
Karl's just giving the fans what they want here.
it. Okay.
It's a popular thing, isn't it?
Got some good prizes.
The press are behind it.
Let me tell you what the prizes are. It's a dance music compilation, Cream Trance Anthems 2003. I've been playing a lot of trance on the station.
I put that on quite a lot and danced to it myself.
There's the original motion picture soundtrack to the forthcoming film adaptation. When you've seen the film, I'm sure that will mean more to you.
You like that, don't you?
It's a good movie, yeah. Nicolas Cage playing himself and a twin brother. And it's wrritten by it's directed by Spike Jonze.
Joined at the, what?
No, they're not joined at the hip at all, or at the face. And we've also got the best one-hit wonders album in the world ever. What have we got on there? We've got things like The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, brilliant.
Nana, 99 Red Balloons.
The Rembrandt. In fact, it kicks off with Nana.
Sure.
That's followed up by I'll Be There For You, the theme from Friends by the Rembrandts.
Yeah.
And of course, Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something.
Brilliant. Deep Blue Something. Is that the worst name ever?
I think it possibly is.
No, Sixpence None the Richer.
Sixpence None the Richer.
That's a pretty bad name.
Okay, again, I know we've got a lot of chill-out fans who listen to us, so the best chill-out album ever.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, of course, all these prizes collated by Karl from, I guess, people's drawers.
Yeah, look in your drawer.
Oh, dearie me.
What is it?
The only thing probably worth having is it's topical, if nothing else, Karl. A 7-inch by the White Stripes, Merry Christmas from the White Stripes. That was their exclusive Christmas single. So if
that's early, isn't it? You get that.
It is worth
A lot of people have got to wait 11 months before that's released. Or is it last Christmas's?
Exactly. And I have never heard of this DVD.
Go on.
I like to think of myself as being fairly familiar with TV and films, but I have never heard of Stephen King's Rose Red. Welcome to
DVD.
a place evil calls home. And it's on DVD, it's certificate 12, so don't imagine anything too shocking. And it looks appalling. Is Rose Red Mansion truly haunted? To find out, Professor
Okay, we've got the gist of it. They're not very good prizes. They're cobbled together, but if you've got nothing better to do, call in if you know the answers to these clues. It's Rockbusters.
Let's not
Right,
let them
so
call in, Rick.
I
Please don't
give
let
you-
these people call in.
I'll
No,
give you
they're
some,
not calling in. It's email only. Karl, don't interrupt me.
I'm just...
Yeah. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Email only. I can't stress that enough.
We just don't want to speak to you people.
Right, go on.
Right, so I give some initials out and a cryptic clue, and it makes up the answer on that.
Well, sometimes it does, yeah. Go on.
There's two of them, there's a new aspects, which I'll explain about in a minute.
Oh,
so, the first one is, cryptic clue is, well, if he would have been wearing an helmet, it would have been alright. And the initial there is B, right? So, well, if he would have been wearing an helmet, it would have been alright. B, right? Band or an artist. Second one, why are them Jamaican fellas swinging fish around their head?
Okay.
Alright, initials
Just fills me with...
DS. DS. Why are them Jamaican men swinging fish around their head? Alright? And the final bit to Rockbusters. It's a new bit. Last week I played you this.
His face goes along with it.
That's someone beating up a dog. That was Smack My Bitch Up, right? So here's some sound effects and that, and they make up a song.
I can listen to him talk
Hang on,
all day.
let's have a listen to the effects.
That's terrifying.
Right, I told you not to play that one. It's rubbish. No one will get that.
Well, we'll see.
I heard that. I can't always say one thing. I said it's rubbish. No one will get it.
No, it's not the one you think it is. Ah. Right, so email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and you can win that stuff.
I'm a little bit confused. I'm here. I've heard what you're saying. We've discussed this in the past. I don't know what's happening.
What's that? Is that a clue? That's a cryptic clue. That's screaming to a song, is it?
It was screaming.
Well, don't say it. It should stand up by itself. Don't give him any clue.
Hang on a sec. So this is the name of a song. It's not a band or an artist.
Yeah,
the sound effect.
So the first two are bands or artists, and the last one is the name of a song.
I said we should abandon this. I said we should just pack it in.
What, the show?
Yes. Come on, someone talk.
I'm looking at his face. His headphones are too loud. Instead of turning them down, he's just grimacing, going, "These are too loud." I don't understand it. Yeah, how have you lived this long? How did you make it to 30 without getting squashed or eating something deadly poisonous?
I told you I used to choke a lot.
We've had an email from...
placebo, the bitter end.
We've had an email from Andrew Forrest, who has just simply entitled it Karl Pilkington. Oh, Karl Pilkington.
What do you think of that?
That's got to be your new name from now on.
I had a mate who used to use it.
What, he used to call you that?
Yeah.
Was that your nickname at school, Pilkington?
No, it's not my nickname.
It is now.
No, it's not.
It is now.
Pilkington.
Pilkington.
Oi, Pilkington.
Oi, Pilkington.
Pilkington, do my homework.
Where do you live? Where do you come from? Pilkington?
No, there's this lad who called Mark, right, who used to go to school with, who used to call me that. And his mum, right, was like obsessed with cleaning. And I was never allowed in their flat.
He makes the place look untidy.
So she used to, I don't know if it was just me or all his mates, but I used to turn up and she goes, "Yeah, he is in, but you know what you've got to do?" And I used to have to go round the side of his flat, and he had a computer, right, which he used to play. I didn't have one at that point, but he had one. And I used to have to go round the side of the flat and stand at his bedroom window with his window open, and I'd be sort of leaning in playing the game.
You are joking.
I'm not. His mum...
You had the weirdest upbringing I've ever heard. The things you were willing to do. It's the strangest. What is this town like?
No, I stopped going once.
Was there always music? Like, there's the horse in the house there. Oh, look at these two kids with big heads and webbed feet. All right, Ronnie. All right, Reggie. What was it like? She was obsessed.
It is like you've grown up in a cartoon made for children.
Yeah.
No, his mum was really obsessed with cleaning. Can
I play it through his window?
I used to...
Put Mrs. Ramsbottom, can I play it through Mark's window? Aye, you know what you have to do.
She used to be up till about 3 in the morning.
Is that Pilkington again? Have you washed your hands?
Well, up till 3 in the morning, washing.
She used to be up doing the tiles in the kitchen.
Washing until 3 in the morning?
It was at 3 in the morning. And for ages and ages, that saying that out on the tiles, I used to think that came from, like, his mum. Because she was out, like, cleaning them late. So, till I was about 13, I thought that saying, out late, on the tiles...
Yeah.
Was...
And now you're not confused by anything.
Well...
There's no misunderstandings in your life now, is there?
So he was allowed to walk in and out of the house, was he?
Oh, he was alright, and he used to come round to ours a lot, and my mum used to get these pies from Hagenbach's, right? So...
I don't know what that is.
It's at that bakery where they used to chuck the cakes out the back, I'll tell you about.
Yeah.
And you at 6?
He loved it, but I could never go round to theirs, or if I did, it was like, well, yeah, he is in, and I'd go, alright, and then I'd walk round the side of the flat. Stand outside.
Why did you ever knock at the door? Why don't you just go around and knock on the window?
Just to check he's in, because he wasn't always in his room. If he was in the lounge, he'd have to go to his bedroom, and then that's
where he'd meet you. This is the strangest. And you'd play a computer game through the window.
You say it was a flat. It wasn't like a 5th story one, and you had to get in one of those kind of cleaning contraptions and, like, winch your way up.
I love the idea of that. So. Oh, Pilkington. So, right, we're done. What have you got me any chimpanzee that?
We've got monkey news still to cram in the next. Like,
let's do monkey news now. I need some monkey news.
I think we've done enough here, right?
What do you mean? I think we've done enough here.
We'll play a little song, eh?
What? Play the verb.
All right.
Go on, he's getting all stressed because I screamed.
Sparky's Dream, Teenage Fan Club. I'll tell you, I'm sick of the screaming, Rick. I'm sick of that. I mean, no wonder Karl hates you, and that is the word I don't use often, but he does, and I've spoken to him in the past, and he loathes you.
Monkey news.
Give us one of the screams so the audience at home gets a taste of it. I'm taking my headphones off.
No, I'm not going to scream.
Go on, let's see what...
Right,
that wasn't what you were doing.
Was it worse than that?
Yes!
Right, come on, monkey news. We're not going to...
It's not called monkey news.
Chimpanzee, we're not going to pack all the monkey stuff in. We've got a quarter of an hour. What other show can say that? Yeah. We're not going to pack in all the monkey news.
We've got 15 minutes where we can't get all the monkey information in.
Right, come on.
You're going to love this one.
Go on.
Let's have the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Right, I don't know how recent this was.
Oh, God. 17th century?
But it happened in Hackney, right? If you're outside London, that's in a place in London. And it's this monkey that's going about Hackney, nicking DVDs.
Even the monkey didn't go for videos. Even the monkey knew, well, there's no point getting on VHS.
Because you're on VHS.
You're having a... Throw it back.
Right, and there's a girl called Lisa who works in our office here, right? And I mentioned it to her because she lives in Hackney. I said, you familiar with this? And she said, oh, I remember something about it, which annoyed me. The fact that a monkey's running riot, but she didn't know the full story, and she lives there.
What do you mean a monkey? Do you mean a chimpanzee or a monkey?
I don't know. Is he a zoo in Hackney? Is he a zoo there? I don't know what sort it was, but it was like.
Is there a zoo in Hackney?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
So right, get on with the story.
So anyway, it's been robbing stuff, and the other bit that really puzzled me, right, is the fact that.
And you're not easily puzzled by monkey news.
They took fingerprints. What do you think about
that? Well, they took fingerprints, presumably because they didn't know it was a monkey to start with.
No, they did. They saw it, nicking stuff, and they said, get fingerprints. So that means there's more than just one doing it.
I'm going to have a heart attack.
He had to fax them to Interpol.
Yeah. We know that is, It's Brian the monkey. Yeah.
So sorry, I don't understand. He was stealing DVDs, specifically DVDs.
DVDs, I think it said watches and stuff.
What, breaking into homes?
Yeah, in Hackney. Maybe.
Are you sure it wasn't a kid with a mask on?
No, seriously.
How was he breaking into homes?
They're good,
up the drain pipe. They're good, aren't they? They're good, aren't they?
But how would they do that?
So is that the news?
Well, how much do you want?
Is that monkey news?
For this week?
Well, I don't know that it's true. Again, I've got the things.
There was other stuff. There was another story that I found about a monkey, but I would like to know from someone in Hackney do you know what I mean? And I missed that one on Crime Watch, which would have been good. Right? But there was another story about one that kept getting on buses, not paying its fare. And just sat in a corner reading the paper.
Reading the paper, Carl. You're an idiot.
Well, that wasn't in London.
You're an idiot.
That was in America.
It wouldn't read the paper. Why would it read the paper?
Because it was its way of sort of going, oh, well, if I'm reading something, maybe the inspector...
the inspector won't notice my hairy hands.
Oh, Carl, you're such a fool!
Well,
Pilkington. Carl,
we've just had a news flash that an infinite number of monkeys in Hackney and an infinite number of typewriters.
Yeah.
We don't know what for. At this stage, we've got no more information.
And they've taken back an infinite amount of graduate on video. This is rubbish. See the grass, seen the light. I just think of people sort of other Saturday going, you coming shopping? I go, I can't, I'm listening to XFM, there might be some monkey news. And they waited 2 hours for that. What sort of a show has a feature called Monkey News?
Well, I have to say, the monkey story has been corroborated.
Which one?
Well, this one, it says, police in Britain this week are on the lookout for a very different kind of burglar. A chimpanzee who has been sighted breaking into a house in Hackney, stealing a mobile phone and leaving. The chimp is also the prime suspect in a break and entry in a nearby house where part of a radio was taken. One policeman stated that it might have been trained to steal, but a monkey's not going to think, that's a mobile phone, I'll just have that.
Look at Carl's face.
Yeah. Fact. That's fact.
So, Rockbusters then.
Yeah.
Get these out of the way, we're running out of time now.
I have to say now that we've had no answers that have attempted even to guess all three.
Right, you see, that's because you're an idiot. Right, okay, right, do the questions and the answers, and if I think that it's either too hard or ungettable because it's stupid, we're binning it.
Alright.
I thought we'd already binned it, I'm annoyed that...
Right, come on, do it quickly.
The first one was, well, if he would have been wearing an helmet, he would have been alright.
Right, what's the answer?
That was B.
What's the answer?
Busted.
Right, that works. All right.
That's fair enough.
Did anyone get that? I assume some people got...
No. People have given up, Rick. People aren't even bothering to contribute.
Right, what's the next one?
They've just ignored it like it never happened.
Busted.
Second
Busted.
one.
Busted.
Why are them Jamaican men swinging fish around their head?
Go on.
That was DS.
Yeah.
70s band, Detroit Spinners.
The Detroit Spinners have become the Detroit Spinners.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
And then the final bit, I play you some effects. They went like this.
Let's hear this. It's terrifying, Karl. It's sinister.
Well, what's happened there? What was happening?
No. What's the answer?
That was Born Slippy. The woman was having a baby. The doctor tried to grab it. It fell onto the floor.
That's in your head, Karl.
That's just a load of screams.
That's
and
in
noise.
your head.
Oh.
Do you know what? I haven't even got onto Born Slippy. I'm still on the Trout Spinners.
Well, let's put a song. That's it.
I don't know what to say.
A song for the
ladies, surely.
Did anyone get any of those?
Let's end with Nick Drake and the Beautiful Riverman, and we'll see you next week. And hopefully,
Born
Blockbusters
Slippy
will be
Trout Spinners.
ditched.
Detroit Spinners.
Well, don't keep saying. Well, here we are again, XFM on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is, I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music, interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah. Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Oh, dear.
You know, I've said in the past to you, Rick, that my grandparents, so I love them dearly, but it's like for the last 30 years, they've been waiting to die.
I know.
It's like they just sort of, it's like, the novelty wore off of life.
Life in the 50s.
Yeah, they got kind of bored of it. Life, in the 40s, it was brilliant. All sat around the old Joanna as the bombs fell, singing. They loved that. The 50s, that was great as well, because that was the post-war years. It was, it was a bit tight in the pocket, but it was all right. Everyone pulled together. And then the 60s came along, all the crazy music, the funny hair.
Let's stay in bed.
Exactly. They basically stayed in bed. And it was one Christmas when my grandmother said to my dad, what do you like for Christmas? What do you fancy for Christmas? And this must have been, I don't know, 20 years ago. She said, what do you fancy for Christmas, Ron? And he went, well, I could do with a nice big kind of warm winter overcoat. She said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because your father will be dead soon. It's what you can have his. Meaning my granddad. Well, I'll be honest with you, my father's still waiting. Which is good news. Good news for my grandfather. Less good news for my dad.
Freezing. He's freezing. He finds out, how is he today? He's fine. Okay. Oh, I'm freezing.
It's such a weird mindset, that. I think that to me is what sums up people from that older generation, the 40s and 50s. And it seems to me that you've got that kind of mindset. It's like you were born in the 30s. And whenever you talk of your childhood, it's like you had like a baked potato to take to school. And a hoop and a stick is a Christmas gift.
The other thing is, I think that that sort of generation, it seems that the man is dependent on the woman. There's a total dependence.
Oh, absolutely,
If she dies, he's done.
Yes.
He's done for. Yeah. Just pine away. If he dies, she's got 30 years of pottering.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and going to the youth club and the church.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's sort of like that. It's sad. Of course, it's sad for them, but it's not the end of their life.
No, sure.
And it sort of is the other way around. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's a little melancholy thought for
I know, I've really brought it. You brought it down. You've brought it down. I've brought it. This isn't a nice show at all. This is terrible.
Well,
we're going to have people just killing themselves. What?
Well, I didn't really want to make it a Christmassy type show because I don't really like it.
Oh, he's done it again. Well, you did Christmas once, didn't like it.
No, my dad always said...
All right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for for me. So he used to stay in bed. So he never...
That's brilliant. That's a great thing to say, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up because she used to like to see my face light up, when I open my presents. And then
fireworks.
And then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards, because like my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties, and I wasn't like old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you know, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, right, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here playing with this. Brother comes in, he's had a few, right? He's going, yeah, give us a go on your train.
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been like, let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Probably about 18, 19,
And how old
something
were
like
you?
that. I had a train set, so I don't know, about
14.
something like that. Yeah. Right, so I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff. And then he comes in and goes, oh, give us a go. He turns the transformer up to like 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, that is.
Rick, I just thought that then. Satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or magazines.
It doesn't work in any way, because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through though. British Rail was trains.
Yeah.
And the government broke the trains in many. Well, they didn't break them, like not officially breaking them, but they kind of.
It does work. It's perfect.
Oh, I'm pretty pleased with that.
And I can't. And no one's asked him to be on. Have I got news for you?
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's strange that when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
he's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just like watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that, though, weren't you?
Oh, it's a bit annoying, though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it like really debauched down there? Was it like eggnog everywhere?
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, you know, if you're a kid, you know, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8, maybe. And
Do you think so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
And
Well, don't have the party on the Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well, I think that was the year, right? You're talking about buying presents and stuff. I think I did treat my mum to. I didn't buy my dad anything. I think that was like when I got a bit older, he used to get me dad something because he wasn't that bothered anyway.
No.
So, got me mum. There was a cheap shop, right?
Of course.
Thank God for that.
Called Snips. Right? So I went in there and I thought, let's see what I can get her. And remember Victoria Plum?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like a fairy character.
Right.
Right. And my mum's into gnomes and stuff. Right. So I thought, right.
She must be pleased with you then.
Victoria Plum. I was thinking, is that one of the neighbours? Is it like a brandy
Do you
liqueur?
remember Victoria Plum?
Victoria Plum.
Victoria Plum, yeah, it's like a little fictional sort of character, right?
Okay.
So I saw it, I thought, yeah, she'll love that, right? So I did my paper round, saved up for 2 weeks, right?
Oh.
Got that sorted, went to Snips, bought the Victoria Plum. Next day, I'm in town with her, right? So I think, I know what I'll do. I said, come in here a minute, right? So we go in and we're looking around and I tested her, right? I went, look at that there, that's all right, innit? And she goes, oh, it's bloody awful.
Oh, Karl. Oh, Karl. Oh, God.
So then Christmas Day comes. I said, don't bother opening it. She said, no, why? I said,
Oh,
"Don't."
no. Why didn't you still give it to her?
So, well, it's too late. I'd already bought it.
Oh, Karl.
So she opened it and I was like, and she said, oh, that's nice. I said, why are you saying that? I said, the other day, she said, it's bloody awful. She said, oh, no, I thought you were pointing at something else.
Oh, no.
So that's why I don't get anyone anything anymore.
Oh, God. Play record. Oh, God. Oh. XFM 104.9. We're not here. This next clip is one of my favourite clips. Look, it needs no introduction. Here it is.
Something else we're giving away.
Go on.
The Shining.
It's just more throwing away, isn't it?
Once again,
Is it on video?
Once again, it's on VHS.
Just because you buy it out of your own money, Karl, stop being so mean.
And I want to watch it tonight because it's one of those films that...
So you're going to watch this video and then you're going to send it to someone as a prize.
Yeah, it's one of them films that...
Sorry, you just said yes to that without blinking.
Oh, yeah. You don't think, like, Les Dennis doesn't have a quick go in the car on Family Fortune before he gives it away?
It costs
Jim Bowen has
$5.99.
a go at those his and her towel racks.
It costs $5.99, Carl.
Okay, this is Karl in the classic The Shining.
And what's the question?
Well, we might ask that afterwards.
Okay, then.
Fine.
Still trying to write the book, then? Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Funny, someone told me the other day, weird thing about a typewriter, the top row of letters, the longest word you can write is typewriter. I'll just show you. That's weird, isn't it? It's just the typewriter being... You're not in the mood, are you? You're in one of those grouchy moods again, like you get into when you're writing.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yeah, just being a bit funny, a bit offhand and that.
Let me explain something to you.
Go on.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah, but I just was coming in to try and cheer you up, you know, if you... I mean, I'm full of ideas as well, you know, if you're having a problem coming up with stuff, got loads of ideas you could write about. The other day I read about this airy Chinese kid.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's just that it could make a good book. Do you know what I mean? Sort of following round.
That's swell.
Well, I'd buy it, you know. But if you don't want to know, don't bother doing it. But do you know what I mean? It's just airy Chinese kid. It's weird because they're not normally that airy over there. Yeah, this kid caked in it. But if you don't care,
I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head.
you don't have to touch any hair on his head. Like I say, he's covered. Leave the head alone if you want. Touch his hands. He's totally covered in it. But
I love the little son of a bitch.
well, don't go that far. You haven't met him, but I can sort it out.
I'd do anything for him.
I don't think he'd expect that much. Just take him to the barbers 3 or 4 times a week. You know, he's a good little kid. In fact, I'll do it. I think I'll write a book on him. Yeah?
Now, do you think you can handle that?
Yeah?
You're not too busy, are you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty busy. I've got to sort out some monkey facts for the show this Saturday, but I reckon I can still...
Why don't you start right now and get out of here?
All right. I will. If you're going to be like that. Couldn't borrow a pen, could I? See you later.
There you
Haunting.
go. Haunting stuff there. Karl Pilkington in The Shining.
You know, in the film, Jack Nicholson goes crazy because the suggestion is he's maybe possessed by demons that maybe are in the hotel. But, you know, if I was stranded in a desolate hotel, removed from all human contact with Karl, I'd go mental with an axe without being possessed by demons. That's more chilling to me, trying to get some work done and you keep wandering in.
I'm trying to get Karl to spend a couple of days in the caravan with me, just for the hell of it. And he won't. I've offered him money, won't I? I think it'd be a great laugh, wouldn't it, Karl?
Oh, yeah. Great.
That would be terrifying.
No, I want to film it. I just want to film
you.
it. Like a little video diary. There's Karl there, he's just waking up.
Well,
And
If I was stranded in that would be like being... I may as well be with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. That's more scary.
the thing
The two of
is,
you.
Ricky doesn't mess you about as much as he messes me about.
No, you see, you've given him an inch. You've given him an inch and he's taken a yard.
12:30 you got in today. In 30 minutes between 12:30 and 1. The old bin lid on the head. He wanted to do that again.
Yep.
Squeezing my head, think he had a go at. And karate chop on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
All in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Who else can say that?
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais show with Steve Merchant. Hello there.
Good.
And we're not here this week. We're off jetting around the world, so we've pre-recorded these links. The time is currently somewhere between 1 and 3 o'clock.
So a time check there from Steve Merchant.
No problem.
Yeah, and what about this weather? Isn't it warm? Stroke, edit that, Karl. Cold. Okay, whichever one.
I'm pleased to see that the congestion charge has had some considerable effect. Had no effect.
So just, yeah. Wasn't that great on telly last night? The film. Yeah.
I particularly enjoyed last night's EastEnders, Coronation Street, Brookside.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, those boys can rock there. That's the Guns with All Their Roses and Sweet Child of Mine. On XFM 104.9.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was good.
It rocks.
I hope the audience was playing it loud like us.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Well, look at him yawning. How rude is that?
Carl, what's wrong with you, man? Have you been up late?
A little bit.
Girlfriend was away, wasn't she, yesterday?
Yeah, I always have a problem with that. I always have, because you don't go to bed, do you, early? Do you know what I mean? You sort of think, I just always find that thing that if, you're used to living with someone, one of you will go, let's go to bed, then you'll go, all right. But when you're on your own, you go,
You just forget to go to bed.
I just stay up.
Okay, stop eating now, Carl. You've ate all the food. That's just a plate. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I stayed up and watched, there was a thing on about Dracula.
Right. What, Dracula?
And I found a flaw in it.
Go on.
Not the fact that he's the living dead and and drinks blood to stay alive and he doesn't reflect.
And he can turn
in
into a
mirrors.
bat.
Well,
and you can go on.
The mirror thing, you can't look in mirrors, can he?
Well, he can look in mirrors, but he can't see himself in a mirror.
Yeah. That still doesn't work.
Go
Okay,
on.
go on.
It doesn't work at all, Carl. It doesn't work.
Come
anyway.
on.
Well,
Centre parting's always really neat.
His centre parting's always...
how does he do it if he can't look in the mirror?
Blood on the floor or something it was called. Rubbish.
I love the flaw in the Dracula film is that his centre parting's too neat. How did he do it without a mirror? Oh.
Was it a documentary about Dracula?
No,
Yeah,
there was
the real Dracula.
Yeah, the real Dracula. The
It's
true
just a
story.
film. It had blood on the floor or something. It's called.
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
We had a little lunch yesterday, didn't we?
We did indeed. That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hate going out with you two.
I was explaining to Karl, right? I like to excite Karl's imagination, right? And if it involves chimps or monkeys, all the better. Brains he likes, parts of the body, deformity. I know where to, what buttons to push. And I told him about this thing. I don't know if any of you out there know about this, but there's an experiment they did in the 50s, a clinical psychology experiment where there's your two hemispheres of the brain, okay? They're joined by a thing called the corpus callosum, right? Which is just a little flap of skin, like a little scarlet lead that joins your two hemispheres. And what they did, they cut that in half, and they thought it was a cure for schizophrenia, but what it turned out to be, or epilepsy, I think, I can't remember, was that your two sides of your brains didn't function together. You couldn't get information. I was telling Karl all this thing, and one of the things I told him was that they did it on a monkey, and it fought itself over a nut. Like its right arm was connected, by its left lobe of the brain, and it was fighting over itself. And Karl went, instead of thinking this is amazing experiment, he went, would it have been happy if you'd given it two nuts?
Yeah, I know. Well, you started off by explaining it. I remember you mentioned, because I was watching the two of you as you were describing it to me. You said, of course, one side of the brain deals with symbolism. And as you said the word symbolism, I noticed Karl drift away from looking at you, pick up his mobile phone and start pressing buttons randomly. And I thought it was the word symbolism that got him. And I noticed it took you just a moment longer. And I think the first thing you said was, when did I lose you?
Yeah, I knew I'd lost him.
It's extraordinary. And he doesn't even try to disguise
I said
it.
nomenclature at one point as well.
Right, yeah.
And I knew I was dicing with death there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I told you tried to look it up, didn't you, on the web? You didn't find anything about it, did you?
The spelling of it's, what is it again? What's the word?
Corpus callosum.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
No, there's no point.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Give up.
Don't bother.
Give up.
So if anyone knows any interesting facts about that,
But yours hasn't been cut in half, has it, Karl? That would, again, might explain something.
I'll tell you what we will be talking about later. I don't know if you're sort of aware of them, Steve.
Go on.
Bonobos.
Oh, I
don't know much about bonobos.
I told him about he was looking for stuff. I said, put in bonobo. He was having no luck with chimp. And they're a form of chimpanzee, but they're even closer to us, evolutionarily speaking. They've got their social groups are more like ours. They're more intelligent. And he was loving it, weren't you?
So is it human bonobo Karl? Is that how it works on the evolutionary ladder?
Chimp, Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about them.
So we're talking about bonobos. You're excited about that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Coming up in Monkey News?
No, I think it's a bit of a monkey bonus.
Oh, that was great. That was very, very funny indeed.
What a wonderful clip that was.
I enjoyed
Do you
it.
remember that? Yeah. Wow. It was a few weeks ago, wasn't it, really? I mean,
I think it was last week.
we'd have to have very, very bad memories not to remember That hilarious clip. I'd like to hear that again maybe in a couple of weeks' time when I'm away.
Yes, absolutely.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And we, but the good thing is, on telly, I feel a bit guilty about putting out shoddy rubbish because I'm getting paid an awful lot.
Yes.
But here, I don't give a They can bleep that.
They will do.
Bit of David Bowie. When's that ever hurt anyone, Steve?
Never.
Lady Stardust off Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington is in the middle of educating me. : educate me.
Did I tell you the time when the doctor said I was going to die?
All right, keep talking.
Right, ages ago, must have been about 15, right? And at lunchtime there was this. We used to have a choice of stuff to do at lunchtime, right? Used to have like a burger place that had an arcade machine in it, right? So we used to go there and play on that and have a burger. Or there was this baker's, right, that my mum worked at, and did great cakes and stuff, right? So she used to like bring some home and that, but she couldn't always bring them home every night because, they'd cost money, and she used to get them for free. And they used to say they'd rather chuck them away than give them to the staff because there's a chance that the cream might be off.
Right.
Right, so they used to chuck them round the back. So I used to go around the back with my mate and eat a load.
Brilliant. Eating out of bins.
No, it wasn't out of bins. They were still in trays, but they just stacked them up near the bins, right? So this got out. I mean, it used to be chocker. Once the school found out, everybody used to go there, and it'd be like, well, have a cake.
The headmaster crawling through, fighting the kids off.
Right, so I'd have, you just eat, 6 jam donuts or something, and then you'd spend your dinner money on the arcade machine.
Brilliant.
Right? So it was a good afternoon, really, right? So you'd do that, and this one day I must have had 6 or 7 jam donuts, a few Congress tarts.
What's the Congress tart?
I love them. It's me. I can't get them in London, right? So I'd have some of them.
And if anyone can get a Congress tart for Karl in London, please let him know.
So anyway, this day, that was just a normal day. Do you know what I mean? You'd twice a week, you'd have a load of cake.
In your life, yeah.
Yeah, so normal day in your life. Were the frog boys there with the webbed hands and the big heads? And the horse in the settee?
But the day after one of these days, I had really bad cramp in my belly. Right? Okay. I was like in agony, could hardly walk. So I said to my mum,
you could hardly stagger to the free cakes.
So, I was in absolute agony. I said, I don't like doctors, but you'll have to get a doctor in because I don't know what it is. I can't walk. She gets the doctor round. I won't say his name, but he said, well, doesn't look like he's got long left.
Blimey.
So I was a bit like, hang on a minute, I've only had a few cream donuts.
Yeah.
My mum was panicking.
Sure.
He went. My dad came in from work. She said, something's really bad with Karl. I think it's serious. The doctor said he ain't got long left. So he said, what? He said that and just left. So she said, yeah. He said, I'll have to call him then. So he called him up, said, what's all this about? Karl hasn't got long left. How long's he got? So he goes, I was only messing. He's just had some bad cream. Can you believe that?
Well, the thing is,
I like the fact your mum didn't ask any questions.
I know.
She didn't go into detail. Can you explain more, doctor? No, I got a shoe off.
But she doesn't.
I don't want to diss you or your family, but I imagine if I was there, I'd have known the doctor was joking. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I sound very arrogant there, but I imagine he went, what's he been doing? I had about 6 cream cones. Oh, right. Oh, wow. He hasn't got long to live then. I'll see you later. Yeah. That's what I think the doctor did.
Yeah. I just like the idea your mum just let him go. Yeah. Terrified, thinking, well, I'm not going to probe him. He's that's it then.
Dad comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. Anything happened? The doctor said Karl's going to die and then left. Did he? I'll call him.
But anyway, that's why these sort of things fascinate me. So we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story. So, right, old woman, about 70 years old. Yeah. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff. Nothing wrong with her. She's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctor's, just to check herself out, because she's getting on a bit. Yeah. Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does. And checks her out. Says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh, God. He said, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking, I've never had such, what do you mean? You couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky that.
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't.
That is a blinding record. And before that, Rick, what do you make of those adverts? They were great, weren't they?
I like them, yeah. I'm going to buy all them products on the way home.
And that's endorsed by Ricky Gervais. He's won awards.
Yeah.
Rick, do you remember this? This was a hilarious moment. No, you'll remember this when you hear it. It was when Karl said something that was basic. Well, I think for a lot of people it sounded like a lot of old bollocks.
What have we got now?
Right, so we're looking into animals that we get rid of. I've spoken to someone about snails. I've spoken to someone about jellyfish and that. And looking at cockroaches today.
She's an expert. She's just not just some random person.
No, she works in a museum, a good museum. I said I'd give it a plug. It's the one near Knightsbridge. It's got dinosaurs and that in it. It's worth seeing.
Natural History Museum.
Yeah. So,
It's not sure. He's not sure.
This is what happened. Now, what I'll do, I'll tell you as much as I know, and then you can fill me in if I'm right or wrong. And then at the end of it, we'll get to the bottom of whether we need them or not.
Okay.
All right. So, first of all, the first thing that I found out is that they have 18 knees.
That's not exactly possible. They're insects, so they have 6 legs.
Yeah.
And a knee is usually the junction between femur and tibia. That's sort of classic human knees and every other animal knee. So with 6 legs, you can only have 6 knees.
Could somebody sort of got mistaken for seeing one that was a bit double jointed?
I think you're grasping at straws or something.
All right. Well, we might have to come back to that one then.
Okay.
They can hold the breath for 40 minutes.
Well, they don't do that because they don't breathe in the same way as us. They breathe through little spiracles, holes down the side of the body. So, no, they're not a very apt simile because the method of breathing is so different.
What do you mean?
Because insects have a totally different system. They don't have lungs in the way that we do and just breathing through one part of the body. They're actually breathing through every segment of the body all of the time.
So even though they've got their mouth shut, they might be able to slide.
Their mouth has nothing to do with breathing.
So
only feeding.
So you see, maybe that's where someone's gone wrong. Someone's got hold of one and sort of taped its mouth up or something and got bored after 40 minutes and said, well, we'll call it right.
It's a unkind thing to do to an insect, even to a cockroach.
Yeah, but it's all...
You can't do that.
Yeah, but...
No. Pretty unkind thing to do anything, even a cockroach.
Something else I found out.
Yeah.
They can live for a week without an head.
Well, that's true if they don't bleed to death in the process.
But the weird thing is, when I told you that they had 18 knees, you seemed a bit sort of like, don't talk ridiculous. But then we're talking about an animal that can live without an head. So there's a little bit of truth in that one, yeah?
Yes.
Why, when it was invented, has it got that facility? Say if someone said to humans, we could do that with humans, and, you know, if you lose your head in some accident, it gives you a bit of time to sort of go back to your family and maybe write them a note. You won't be able to have a chat, but write them a note saying, it was my own fault, and it was nice knowing you.
Oh, well, that would be a useful facility, I agree. But cockroaches are great survivors. I mean, they've been around for over 300 million years. They're one of the most primitive insects.
All right. Well, I've also... is it true that they do a lot of resting? Apparently they can sort of rest for 75% of the time.
Rest?
Yeah, they just sit about doing nothing.
It's probably true of a vast proportion of the world's fauna.
Well, I mean, maybe the 25% that they are working, they're really giving it some, so it might make up.
They're probably searching out food and, they can slow down considerably. You can chill insects in the fridge and they'll become very, very quiet. You might think they're dead.
Yeah, but I'm sure, if we were sat in a fridge, we'd go a bit quiet, wouldn't we,
Well, you might not know much about it, of course.
Yeah, but...
Not quite reading the right sources.
Well, I've been using the internet.
I'm sure there are many useful sources that you could find there, but some of those seem to have been a little misleading to you.
So you don't agree with a lot of what I've told you there?
No.
So, cockroaches, can we get rid of them?
No.
So we're keeping them then?
I would say so, yeah.
I think we should get her on more often because she sounds like she'd be a bit of an ally, really. Because she knew immediately that you were talking nonsense. She even said, I think you should be more concerned about your sources, which I've been trying to tell you for a year, right? The fact, I mean 18 knees, where did you get that from?
It was on the internet.
They can hold their breath for 40 minutes. I mean, I don't know what you read and take on.
Mad world, don't it?
Well, if you've just tuned in, it's XFM 104.9. You've got that bit right. Ricky Gervais show with me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Karl is actually in a little booth. We're not in the studio, see. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this last week because we were away. And it's sort of like the best of the last 3 weeks since last time we were away when we put out the best of. Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating Ricky?
I don't know. See, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting. Right? I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about...
what's the point?
About a lad who 8 years old, but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said?
So,
what do you mean I don't know if I can get anything out of that? You don't need to.
No, it's just that,
Where did you read that?
That was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse the computer. And then,
go! You are...
No,
honestly.
I did a search, put in why, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, on his mum's nipple. And it was saying, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in why? Just to confuse the computer. What do you mean? Yeah. Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Last week, I was walking home with him, and I went, he was saying something stupid, and I went, I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, No. I went, why not? He went, well, it'd be confusing, because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool.
We do that, don't we?
No, but it's rubbish, and people say there's a fine line between madness and genius, and it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm
just... A title for the story?
No. It's just what would you do? Right.
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Karl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw it on the internet. There's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and it's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right. I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
God.
What should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, so what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? What are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No. What are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the public?
I'm just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old. He's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish. And he goes, all right, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Karl? Let's turn it back on him.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, all right then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right? And you do that when you're a baby and everything's all right, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah.
You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see, like, an old man having a Twix. You never... So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old man eating a Twix.
That's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right, they've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Gervais.
Is that a song? Oh God! You don't see it.
So they've got their Werthers, right?
Yeah.
So,
look at him. You think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on. Sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right.
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
I think it cuts, though, before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix.
XFM 104.9, we're not here.
It is a bit like being Dennis Norden, playing some great moments from the show.
I was just imagining Dennis Norden one day, sort of just like waking up out of his stupor. He's doing this, and he'd go into the producer and go, I've just seen a couple of my programmes.
I just saw It'll Be Right on the Night 18.
It's
It is terrible.
Why didn't someone tell me? Well, we didn't want to upset you because, but I've been doing it way too long. Well, you could just let me go on forever. Well, until you died, yeah. Well, why can't my son take over? Well, he's 80, Dennis.
And the jokes I'm doing, they're awful.
They're just, why have I got that clipboard?
I've written these jokes, they're not funny. There's an audience, they're laughing. What are they laughing
They're not
at?
laughing, they're not laughing, that's canned laughter.
Who are those audience? Who goes to an audience for It'll Be Right on the Night?
A lot of them are older than you.
It can't be right.
Do you know we have 15% fatality in one of your audiences?
But I went home at Christmas, I watched one of the episodes.
Yeah.
I was with my family and friends. I said, watch this, you'll love it. Stony face, no one laughed. They all thought it was
Well, it is
Well, why didn't you tell me earlier?
We didn't want to hurt your feelings. You're an old man. You may be upward of 102.
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Here's a problem that someone's emailed in. Yeah. We're taking emails today. If you've got a problem, a concern, or, just a general query that you think Karl could answer for you. It could be about anything. It could be about some of the big kind of philosophical questions.
Yeah.
It could be something to do with war or famine, anything like that. Or it could just be a personal dilemma, something that's happening locally. Anyway, this seems one that I think you and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past. Yeah. And I'd be interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see. This is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars. They're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards. And they're just generally making mayhem, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, oh, piss off. The police are useless because they never catch them in the actual act of violence. which is what they got to do to apparently convict them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It's rather like when a little old lady got the A-team, you know.
And he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman.
Exactly.
She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
You see, it's weird because now it has got out of hand.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like years ago when I was growing up on the estate, yeah, you had problems, but not like you have now. Do you know what I mean? You know,
Summers were nice as well, weren't they?
Well, right. And
police are getting shorter and younger.
But you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything like these kids here.
The thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee. Right?
Genius.
And I heard a knock at the door.
He chloroformed himself just to be unconscious when his dad came home.
And there was a knock on the door, and I thought, oh God, this is the fella he saw me. I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how I could throw it.
Of course you were. Did it keep landing on your head? That would explain a lot.
And it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love
To
it.
see how far I could throw it.
Brilliant.
So, you know, I wasn't bothering anyone.
Did you invent that game?
Right,
Did you get the stone for your birthday? Go and play with your stone.
He gave one to Suzanne.
Karl, go and play with your stone.
No, the thing is, right, and it came down at a funny angle, and
Of course it did.
It ate the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it.
Yeah.
In case you got a frosty window.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh God. So I legged it in, got on the settee, went to sleep, knocked at the door.
Genius. It's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty. I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of, you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it, saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, go and get the door. And I sort of went, oh, as if I'd been asleep.
Yeah.
I went to the door, like, rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, what did you run off for? I saw you. I was like, oh, no. And I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings. So I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid.
Ooh.
That's all he said.
That's all he
He looked at me.
And then you fell asleep when he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
Now the thing
Karl.
is, he didn't have to do anything.
£45, Karl. Now, I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it. Yeah.
Just
So,
equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, you know, a bank job or a murder.
Remember to take the stocking off your head, because if they wake you up and go, why have you got a stocking on your head? Just go, oh, I had a weird dream.
Right.
Okay, look, quick query for you. This is from Jay. He's got a problem here. He says, my parents won't let me ditch my studies. He's currently reading modern languages at London University.
Sure.
He wants to follow his dream, but his parents won't let him, of being a dancer. Karl. Worse than that, he says that they're trying to arrange a marriage to a bunch of minging daughters of people they know from good families. He doesn't know what to do, so he's got the arranged marriage coming along, and he's also got, he basically wants to be a dancer. His parents are forcing him into something more practical.
Well, the first thing, right, I don't think
Live your dreams?
The arranged marriage thing is such a bad idea.
Okay.
Because I think too many people go on looks.
Right.
And then you soon get bored of that. Mm-hmm. And you find out the person who you're knocking about with is actually not your type.
Right.
Why don't you arrange marriages for people?
Well, I'm just saying, right, so I'd say, Jay, go along with that. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, if they're really ugly, then, don't go along with it. But if they're half bad, put up with it. That's
Sure.
all right. The dancing.
Brilliant.
Right.
That's that solved.
Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Twiggy's. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves.
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was, like, pretty big, so about 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut, and it had become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry. How is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before you did boxing for a while, you did dancing for a while. You had a true fight in the boxing. You didn't even get in the. That's not an. Imagine if that was a film. This is a boy's dream of becoming a dancer. Oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, How is that a story?
Yeah, if that was Billy Elliot, do you think it would have won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. All right,
Yeah.
I'm fed up. They banned it. Let's go on Eyes Shut. Flash dance. First, there was. It's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So there's always other things.
Just think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
So that's
solved. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee if you follow that advice.
So the advice there is do an arranged marriage.
If she's not ugly.
minging, she's not completely minging.
Yeah.
And don't worry about dancing. Get a go-kart. Cheers. This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Stephen Merchant. You're listening to the best of basically Karl Pilkington. You don't talk to anyone, do you, in the week? You just hide in your little sound booth thing, and you really don't talk to anyone, do you? Much?
Not really.
No.
I mean, you might call up.
Yeah.
But no, I keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
Then you don't get bogged down in the office politics and stuff.
Yeah. Is there a lot of office politics here?
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
Oh, yeah. Proved your point.
So when we're away and we're like out of action, who, other than Suzanne, who will you talk to of the day?
How will you get a sort of feedback from the world? How will you get sort of like input and?
I always, if ever I've got like a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good.
It's brilliant,
but it's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on.
Well, here's
things
one, right?
like
here's one that I read in a week. Right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk, and to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue.
Right? No, she got lard. Apparently, it's a popular thing. You might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven.
Oh.
Now, apparently, the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer. Right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave. Right?
It's not true. Karl.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch. So the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, he's given his brain to charity or something, some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling
the
a
sort of
skull.
Yeah.
That's not true. No.
It's not true, Karl. Just urban myths. Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone's you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
Were there any dates, locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one. There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh no.
Karl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he wait?
Dead.
As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5:00? I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in case.
Just in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business, well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't he just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Karl. The other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I'll tell you how I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, whatever, and he shits himself. As you do. And so he goes, oh, my train's in 5 minutes, so he runs across to Millets and goes, quick, Levi's, 36. The bloke just puts it in a bag, he runs onto the train, he goes into the toilet, takes his trousers and pants off.
He's soiled.
Yes. Throws them out of the window. I won't be needing those again. Cleans himself off. Open the bags. It's a jacket.
Oh.
No, it didn't happen, Karl. At what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36? And the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36, what, a pair? No. Shall I wrap them? Them? It. Shall I wrap? Just wrap whatever it is. Do you want to look? No. I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? 36 white stories. Well, don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. And put it in a bag and charged me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further.
Yeah.
There was one,
there we go.
There was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him. And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be true.
It's a true story, again. It was all...
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story, true.
Yeah. That's all. I'd like to play a beautiful song now by Cat Stevens called Lily White. It's lovely.
A song for the lovers room?
Yeah.
Good day, Steve. Got some here brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that. And it's all it's a genuine article, and it's cock soup. Can I have a closer look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just cock soup. Let me just. It says here delicious, appetising. 3 to 4 servings.
Because you know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup.
I'm thinking of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises. Yeah. Let me just.
It's the darkness.
Use Rooster's Pride cock soup as a snack with crackers or toast.
Still thinking of a normal knob.
An appetiser, again, or a soup base. That doesn't really work as an Indian.
No,
that's disappointing. We'll work on that, though.
The darkness growing on me on XFM 104.9. Going well, isn't it?
I've enjoyed it so far.
It's been a bit naughty and everything.
Yeah, a bit smart. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I was on the way in today, right, Steve?
Mm-hmm. Walking in, always walking in. I get left early and stuff. I like to get in early, get some bits done, that.
Yeah. Monkey News, songs of phrase.
That sort of thing. And living in London, right, there's a lot of shops that open early and stuff. Do you know what I mean? People say that's a good thing about London.
Yeah.
It's almost like 24-hour city and stuff, right? I'm walking in and there's like, you've got your news agents open.
Obviously.
Selling newspapers and that. That's good. They've got to be open early. Yeah. Then you've got your coffee shops, your Starbucks.
Have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're doing well in the morning.
Yeah.
Then you see like the odd restaurant and you think, well, maybe they sort of got the doors open, but they're preparing for lunch. So you think, fair enough.
Yeah. I'll let that pass.
Yeah. Carrying on walking down the road. Bondage shop. Open.
Sure.
About 10:30.
Yeah.
Busy, was it?
There's a couple in.
Really?
Some good offers. 10:30 for a bondage shop.
I'm assuming if you're into bondage, though, you stock up at any time, day or night. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it.
I suppose you get up and you go, I've got nothing on. I need to be a bit tied down.
Yeah.
I need some rope.
These clothes are too baggy. I need more belts.
Oh, God.
I need more straps.
Yeah. Get some rubber on my face.
Weird, don't it?
What were you doing in there?
So, just having a browse. But, so a bit worried really, because the things that I've noticed this week like that's probably a little bit smutty. You've brought your soup in.
I just found it out there. Sorry, yeah. It is Rooster's Pride, cock soup, noodle soup mix, chicken flavour. But I mean, do they not know that is obviously just going to be used on the Graham Norton show and Chris Tarrant when he's doing his show abroad.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? How could they call it cock soup in this day and age?
Don't keep saying it.
Well, no, it's fine, because you can say cock as long as it means the male, we've done this.
Oh, do you mean a chicken?
Yeah, look, it's a picture of a chicken.
Yeah, sorry.
What did you think it meant?
No, I don't know, I thought it was in my head.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's something else that's a bit sort of...
A bit blue?
A little bit blue, but then it's real as well, do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's a
that
problem.
excuses it.
Go on.
There's a programme
We
in the
couldn't
week.
have said the cock soup if we'd made it up, but because it's real, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. We also couldn't have said the cock soup if we'd have meant a male penis.
Thankfully, we don't. So.
We mean a little chicken. You go on.
Yeah, this programme was on. It was Wednesday night, something. About this little lad.
Yeah.
It was a fella and a woman.
At the same time.
What do you mean?
Like a cartoon with a secret identity.
By night? What do you mean? He had both
By day a
sets?
boy, by night a woman.
He had it all.
What'd you... Sorry, wait. So he had male and female genitalia.
Yeah.
So what do you call someone that's born like that?
Weird.
Yeah.
Now, what's the term for it? Go on. You know it. We've talked about it before.
Aphrodite.
Really? So close. Hermaphrodite. Yeah, hermaphrodite. Yeah.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he had the ball.
Yeah.
And he had the...
Well, what happened was he was born, right?
Obviously.
And the doctor said, there you go. Lovely little boy and girl. So the mum was like, what? So he said...
No, I don't think the doctor was sarcastic.
Yeah, what?
I don't think the doctor was sort of dissing them.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you mean, doctor? I'll have a look. There's the cock, there's the minge. All right, see you later. What are you going to call it? But doctor, what do you mean? Have a look. He wasn't sarcastic. He didn't give
Doctor,
clues.
tell me what you mean. Give me a straight answer.
He probably went, oh shit, she's got a cock. He didn't go... He wasn't sarky to the parents.
No,
Anyway.
but I'm just getting across. Do you know what I mean? I always had a little bit just to...
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. You should be a newsreader. Be brilliant.
So there's a little kid lying there.
Yeah.
And the mum says, you know, what am I going to do then? So the doctor, I mean, I'm condensing this. It was like an hour long.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, she said, what will I do? And the doctor said, well, he's not sort of well hung.
Right.
Oh,
So he's
not sort of well on. This doctor has been, I assume, has been struck off since for saying these things.
It was a real doctor. It wasn't Dr. Fox.
Yeah. Right, go on.
So the doctor said, so I recommend that we make it a woman.
Right.
So they sort of do a little bit of...
Jiggery pokery.
Yeah, a little bit of work. And
I don't think that's true, Carl.
No, it is. It was on the programme.
But I think they can tell really what they were meant to be from their chromosomes, can't they? They can tell whether they're X, Y, Y, or
Yeah,
X.
it's not very well hung.
No, I
Yeah.
tell you what, because back then, when this was going
Yeah,
on,
no,
right,
I'm just thinking they might not have had
the doctors then thought if you had a kid, right, and you thought, it's a bit ugly, maybe it'll have a better life if it was a fella. If it was a girl and it's a bit ugly and you think it's going to get hard time.
Right, don't talk shite.
What?
What? That a doctor would go, right, you've had a young girl, I'll tell you what, she's a pig, let's pop a cock on her. Don't
No,
talk
I'm not saying,
shite.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, say if you have like I say, a girl, I just think it's harder if a girl's ugly and
Yeah.
she's growing up, she has a harder time.
Yeah.
Don't you agree with that?
Possibly, but you don't change someone when they don't...
No, yeah.
You don't change their gender
No,
because
but
they're
I'm
a
just
bit of a
saying
minger.
what I'm saying is the Elephant Man would have had a harder time if it was Elephant Woman. Is what I'm saying. But listen to me, listen. What the doctor was saying is, if you get a baby before it's 2,
Yeah.
back then they thought you could sort of say, well, instead of giving it a go-kart, give it dolls to play with.
Right, back when? What are we talking about?
The Middle Ages?
We put a song on, come back to this.
Yeah, it's Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City, on XFM 104.9. Okay, look, have another go, Carl. What were you saying? As an hermaphrodite, yeah, he was born both sets. The doctor said he's not well hung. Let's lose that.
Let's get rid of that.
Let's make it into a
woman.
girl. Okay. I'm with you so far. Go on then.
So, anyway, gets away with it a little bit in the early years. Right. Starts going to school, gets away with it a little bit.
Sure.
Right. But then, Do you know when you get to that age and your head goes all funny? Like when you're a teenager and you sort of, I don't know, your skull goes...
Mine never did.
What are you talking about?
No.
What do you mean your head goes all
teenage
funny?
years when you look a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? You go from being quite a good-looking person and then your body starts growing.
At a different rate, so you never know till 21 whether you're going to be a looker or not, or whether it's just...
Yeah.
I know,
right?
go on.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
So,
Your head grew outwards at exactly the same rate, didn't it? That's why it's circle.
Your head grew faster than your hair.
He's got a lovely head of hair, but just below the skull.
Yeah.
He's got a little afro in there, but it just couldn't get through the follicles. It couldn't catch up the skull. Expanding. Oh, bless him. Oh, come on, Baldy.
but the thing is, right, so you see these pictures of the lad stroke woman who's trying to be a woman at the age of 14, 15.
Sure. Yeah.
She's got one of them big heads.
Right.
Like a lad. Doesn't, you know, she starts having a hard time. She doesn't want to play with the mates, with the dolls and all that. She's more into go-karting and that sort of thing. Gets to an older age.
Yep.
Decides to go back. Is now sort of with a woman and having a life of a fella.
But did the doctor keep it for him in case he needed it?
No, he's had one put on now.
Has he? Where'd he get that from?
Dunno, maybe that bondage shop.
What do they do when they do that? Do they put on a... What do they do? Maybe someone could call in and tell us. If you're a woman and you have a...
Do you want to speak to someone who's got that information?
Yeah, I do want to know. What do
if you've got that information, I don't want to talk to them.
Do they construct one? Do they construct it?
From plasticine.
Or do they whack on a dead one?
What?
What?
Whack on a dead one?
Yeah.
What? What? That's not, it's not, what do you mean? No.
When a woman has a knob put on...
Yeah.
To have a sex change, where do they get it from? Is it constructed? Do they find, like, I don't know...
From a donor.
A donut?
From a donor.
Oh, well, yeah. A donor?
Donor, yeah.
Yeah, but presumably it's like...
Maybe there's someone who wants
after they're dead, I mean.
No, I thought
very few people. It's not like giving someone a kidney and then sort of like celebrating
maybe
with
if you're
them.
a guy and you want to become a woman, you've got one to spare.
That's true. Yeah.
But a swap.
Yeah, just do a little swap, probably on the internet or something.
Or Noel Edmonds.
What do you mean?
On Swap Shop.
He's not a man.
No, but you could go, we got a fella here who, got a lovely, nearly new, unused penis.
Yeah, Keith Chegwin out in kind of Bognor Regis.
Wants a couple of tits and a fanny for that, so, call in.
It reminds me of the, do you remember the John Wayne Bobbitt story? Which it always seemed odd to me. I never really kind of got all the information. Do you remember that one, Karl, where the woman cut off her husband's penis because he was sleeping? I think he was sleeping and she drove off. I think he woke up quite quickly. That's
so much better than the alarm clock.
Yeah. And she threw it out. She threw it out of the car into the woods. And he went and found it.
Yeah.
But imagine if he'd got to the hospital and they'd sewn it back on. He'd gone, that's bigger than I remember. I'm not sure this is mine.
How many of you cut us where we dump all the knobs?
We dump all the knobs down there.
Yeah. That
was an extraordinary story. And then, bizarrely, he became a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strange life that man's had.
Well, it is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Oh, cutting your knob off.
I know.
Do you remember that French bloke, the performance artist of about 1910? Do you remember him?
No.
He, as a performance art, he cut in a theatre, he cut his knob off to a crowd of people. Now,
what?
That's only a one-night trick, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. But what if there had been a bang outside?
They went encore. He went, oh!
Yeah. Or they looked outside because a car backfired. He went, did you see that? I go, just cut the... Did you? Yeah. Think of that.
Sacre bleu.
I know. French are funny, aren't they? Cutting your knob off for your art.
Weird, isn't it?
Longview. Further on XFM 104.9.
As we're having so much fun with penises, I thought perhaps I should just mention...
That's a slogan.
We should just mention this story, briefly. It's in the paper today. A Russian is selling what he claims is Hitler's mummified penis for £12,000.
Yeah.
Ivan Zadurprov says his ex-Red Army soldier dad hacked it off as a souvenir after storming the tyrant's Berlin bunker after his suicide in 1945.
Yeah. Why did he wait till now? He's found out that that might get a bit of £12,000.
Which doesn't seem a great deal. Doesn't seem a great deal of money, really.
Well, it's useless, isn't it?
True.
You're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be able to. It's not going to be a donor. Imagine that if you walked round.
You'll never. making love to a girl. You'll never believe who this is.
Yeah. You never believe who's doing you, love.
Exactly. This is going to freak you out.
This is, just relax.
Exactly.
Okay, sit down now. Was that
got a
all
little
right?
surprise for
It was
you.
brilliant, yeah, so you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Right, are you a fan of the Third Reich?
Exactly.
Well, no, awful racist. Okay, let's go a different tack.
Yeah.
You did like the sex. I love the sex. Okay then. Yeah, it's not going to be Hitler's knob, is it?
But, I like the idea that, I mean, you're in the Red Army.
Yeah.
You've just stormed Berlin.
Yeah.
1945. You crash into the bunker.
You've gone through terrible. How you've lost 20 million comrades.
Unbelievable.
Oppression everywhere.
Been going on for years.
You're in there, you see the man.
Here he is, he's dead.
He's dead, the
figurehead and leader of one of the most despicable,
You turn to your friends, there's a tear in your eye.
Yeah. And your immediate thought is, I ought to chop off his todger.
Yeah. Well, no, I said Bagsy. I said Bagsy
is Winkle.
I said Bagsy is Winkle outside. Whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Hitler. Brilliant.
It's just, I can't, it just doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. And I don't know how is he expecting to prove this? Because I want some proof.
Well, I think that's why he said that. He probably started off with, I've got Hitler's face. And they went, brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at it. What do you mean let's have a look? Well, just check Hitler's face. Obviously I know what he looks like. Oh yeah. No, it's not. You know what no, it's not his face. What wouldn't you know what it looked like? Well, I mean, no one's ever seen his genitals. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got his.
It's got a little swastika on it.
Is that proof, is it?
Yeah.
Have you got his ball? Well, no, the Albert Hall's got one, his mother's got the other, so I don't know.
See, the Albert Hall, I would have thought, would probably be paying that £12,000, because apparently they've already got his ball.
Yeah, they got one of his balls.
They got one of his balls in the Albert Hall, his mother's got the other.
Yeah.
But if they got the Todger
if they can track down the one his mother's got, they would have a complete set of Hitler's.
I'm just hoping it doesn't fall into the hands of some kind of crazed genetic scientist.
What, I could clone it from his knob?
Clone Hitler.
Back to, I don't even want to think about the future if that's the sort of way we're going.
Exactly.
If that's the sort of way we're going, Karl, I'd rather not know about it.
What do you make of it, Karl?
Weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I mean, I don't want to go on for this too long. We've probably got about a minute left for the first half hour, and I reckon should can this sort of...
What, 30 minutes of genital talk?
Just quickly,
on a Saturday afternoon?
There's one in a museum. I think it's like that London museum.
What? One what?
Well, do you know like how people are buying weird stuff and that to put in museums?
Yeah.
There's this device that, I mean, think about it, years and years ago they used to torture people, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really badly. Mm. And the device that they've got...
There's no real good torture, but go on, I see your point.
Yeah, but this device, right, think about it, you've done something really bad years ago.
Yeah.
Right, and you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do? Do you know what I mean? Could do anything here, it could be the end for me. The device they've got is this thing that you put on your bits, as a fella, and it's sort of metal, so it means you can't sort of, you know, get excited. It puts a stop to you, sort of...
That wasn't a torture device. I think it was a Victorian thing to stop adolescent boys wanking. They used to have things like wrist things as well with, like, spikes on them. It's not a torture device.
Isn't that?
Well, not really. Imagine that being captured by
no,
right, you're never going to get hard on again. All right. Not really a torture device, is it?
And there wasn't that many nice-looking women wandering about anyway back then, was there? You didn't get excited about stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, they filthy, they stunk and everything back then.
What are you on about?
Right, we've covered that. No more of that talk now, right? Let's move on.
Filthy,
all Victorian women, filthy and stinky.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Better Rolling Stones and then set up the old songs of phrase.
Yeah.
Stones, Beast of Burden. We've not played it before. It's an absolute gem.
You're saying that a bit gay?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, but what was...
Suzanne accused me of that in the week.
Why?
For being a bit gay. She said, I'm sure you're gay.
Why?
Just because I was moaning about stuff. She said, oh, you're a drama queen.
Right, well that's
what were you moaning about? Not having enough gay sex?
No. She didn't have a knob.
Yeah.
It's going, why don't you get yourself a nice little knob?
Yeah.
I mean, can I call you Frank, please?
Could you wear this false beard?
Yeah.
It's just, well, we'll talk about it later. It was about the Seven Wonders. I just wasn't that impressed.
He wasn't impressed by it. He said, well, we'd say that, yeah. Well, we got a top show coming up, haven't we?
But if you are a little bit, just a little bit sexually, you know, don't be afraid to let it out. I mean, if you want us to relieve you of it.
I'll tell you what, Let's have a little bit of Maggie May by Rod.
Oh, it's a
Can't
beautiful
we play
day.
Killing a Georgie?
That's your favourite song, isn't it?
Oh.
That's
yeah.
weird, isn't it?
Strange, isn't it?
That's weird. I'd like to hear Rod Stewart singing about a lovely lady, please, Karl.
As would I. You can picture whoever you want.
Bit of Rod. Maggie May on XFM 104.9. On Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Steve.
Well, I've only just read about this, and I don't know anything about it. This naked rambler, Steve Goff.
Yeah.
Is he doing some kind of, he's doing a walk from Land's End to John O'Groats? Is he completely nude?
Yeah, he's been arrested 10 times on the way, apparently.
Right. It says here that Nora Goff, his mum, she's in her 70s, she's begged her son not to walk naked from Land's End to John O'Groats. She said, I don't know where he gets this from. Certainly not me. I am and have always been quite conservative. He would never have been allowed to walk around the house without covering himself up. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm ashamed of him, but I do not approve of what he is doing. Having said that, it's good to see him on the telly.
yeah, it must be.
It's sort of anything, it's lovely.
It's not embarrassing until they're famous with
Exactly.
it, however embarrassing it is. But,
I can't believe my son's a serial killer. Nice to see him on the telly.
he looks like one. He's not, obviously, you know, I mean.
What is he doing? I don't
Steve
understand.
wouldn't say he was, and he's not. He's just a rambler, but he's there, right?
What's his motivation?
He's just walking to, I don't know, it's just a nudist, I suppose.
Right.
And there's a picture in there, and Karl looked at it and he went, oh, what's the point of that? He went, well, look at him. He's got shoes and socks on, he's got a rucksack on, he's got a hat on, he's not nude, he's just got his knob out. Yeah. But he's got a full beard, thinking, oh, I want to hide some skin. Whereas this little chap needs the air. I'll pop him out all the time I can.
They really annoy me. Because it's in the supplement today as well, with the Mirror, right? And they've done a bit about nudists and that.
Yeah.
Again. Same problems all the time.
Go on.
There's like an old fella sat there, just.
How do you know he's old?
Well.
Why are you looking, Karl?
Looking
Looking at his face, aren't you, presumably?
Yeah, I'm just saying he's old and he's sat there smoking a pipe.
Sure.
With his sandals on.
Yeah.
They're quite normal, just with his knob out. But look, he always make the same mistake. He's got a little white deck chair.
Yeah.
If you're nudist, don't go for white.
Why?
Just sitting on that, getting a bit clammy and stuff. White, don't go for white. Go for darker colours.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So do I, but I love it. I love the fact that he's just got loads of pictures of naked men.
Yeah.
Walking around with loads of pictures
I'm
of
just
naked
saying, a dirty arse on that.
I think we've discussed the news before. I don't understand the impulse at all. I do find it bizarre. I mean, there's a picture there of 3 men nude in a pub.
Yeah. Just having a chat.
Yeah.
Just on the chat. Oh, look at Karl. Carry him
But
around
what's
those pictures.
I mean, okay, fair enough walking around outside, but indoors? In a pub? Nude?
Well, it must be a nudist
on a pair
pub.
of shorts.
That must be a nudist holiday, I assume. As opposed to, like, the local.
There is, though, isn't there? There was a thing in Bazaar magazine the other week where there was a picture of some people. They've got an airline of their own now.
What, nudists?
Nudes.
Nude airline?
So you can get on there. And your holiday starts as soon as you get on.
Sure.
And, but what's the point?
Well, I'd be worried just about banging against things. You know.
So to speak.
Yeah, my shoes and things.
Or spilling the when the waitress comes along. The aerosol, and might she spill hot coffee?
Yeah, it's a good point. Would she have to be nude? Would the stewardesses have to be nude?
I don't know. But that bit as well, where they walk down the aisle and they have to check if you've buckled up.
Yeah.
She's like, excuse me, miss, can you just... And over 50s, so always over 50s.
Right, yeah.
So it'd be an old woman on the plane.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be like, can you just lift your left hip up so I can see the belt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God! Yeah. Oh,
Imagine
dear.
if you've got to go into the crash position.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know? The last thing you see is your John Thomas.
John Thomas.
As you go crashing into a mountain. Terrifying. And then what if you've got to abandon ship?
I know. Well, how would they explain that?
Yeah.
Go onto an island.
Exactly.
All right.
Or being picked up by, a passing ship.
Yeah. Karl, you notice they also play volleyball a lot, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, you've always mentioned that, but I
Yeah.
thought you were joking, but they love it.
Yeah.
They said that's what they do. They get to this special holiday
That
camp.
can only be... Either they got the idea from sort of like Carry On Camping or Benny Hill, or they actually like it jiggling around as much as possible.
Yeah.
But is that safe?
Well, I assume so. You play volleyball with trousers on, don't you? I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, but there's a bit of like support there. I mean, I was watching athletics, right, the other week.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I was watching it because there's a lad who I went to school with. He's like winning gold medals and everything now in the Olympics and stuff, right? So I was looking out for him.
Now, if you went to school with him, I'm assuming he's got 3 legs or something?
No, he's normal.
Just a regular guy?
He used to push me on my go-kart, and so I feel like I was there from the start, training up a bit.
Yeah.
And watching the programme, and there was swimming in it, and I was watching that for a bit, getting a bit annoyed, because that butterfly stroke,
yeah,
I don't know why they do that.
No, nor do I.
It's just hard work. It doesn't make you go any faster than, let's say, that stroke. The crawl.
Yeah, don't do that. That stroke on radio doesn't work. The crawl, yeah.
So I was watching that, thinking, that's annoying.
Yeah.
And then they got onto the running bit, and my mate's in this race.
Yeah.
Now, they do the side shot, don't they? So you can see who's in the lead.
Sure.
And then they do that front shot, where it's absolutely pointless. The only reason to do the front shot, I think, is to keep women interested. Because you can basically see his tackle going from left to right, being battered all over the place.
Why were you looking?
Seriously, you had no choice. If you wanted to watch it was like, I was interested if he was going to win, but it's like, you know...
But why did you turn over and watch Charlie's Angels instead?
Because I wanted to see if he won the race.
But...
Or flip back at the end.
Just flip back to get the result if you don't...
Well...
Yeah, or at least turn away or close your eyes.
On the
front shot.
No, I wasn't. I just... Suzanne was happy. Suzanne was loving it.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just go to the other shot. But they were showing you the front shot and running along there. They could have just shown the top half, but they didn't.
Sure.
It was there.
It's just heads moving along at 25 miles an hour. Yeah. Well, I think you're meant to see the running, the actual legs moving. It's athletics coverage, isn't it? It's not like...
But they don't show you a shot from behind.
Did you want that?
Oh, no, I didn't want that either.
It sounds like you were disappointed.
Yeah. Play a record.
What are we having? Better Radiohead?
Yeah, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Incidentally, last week, you remember, we began the show by talking about knobs.
Yeah.
I think we've got a bit more knob news this week.
There's knobs coming up, is it?
The knob news is on the way.
After Radiohead, more cock. Radiohead and go to sleep. That's not to you. Please don't go to sleep. We've got another hour and 35 minutes of fun chat and great music on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Pilky, little K-man Pilkers, little baldy twat mank whinging, a little bit bent Pilkers.
There he is.
There he is there.
Now, Rick, you may remember that last week we opened with some quality knob news.
Knob news, yeah.
It was
Hitler's knob.
Hitler's knob was one of them. That just sparked off into a whole bunch of other knob-related discussions.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased so far to see that we're almost at the halfway mark for this first hour. And so far we've only talked about nudity and/or todgers.
Yeah.
So excellent work from us. Well done, lads.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Dr. Fox and the rest of the Sony award committee listening to this one.
Yeah.
But more knob news. I don't know if there's a jingle for that, maybe.
He nearly had the eye out. Knob news.
Knob news, excellent. This is an extraordinary story. A woman tried to sue her bosses for £210,000 after finding a cooked penis in a canteen stew. Hospital cleaner Sophie, something, I can't quite pronounce that name, was eating goulash for lunch and could not cut one of the lumps of meat. You can see where it's going.
I've got so many questions already.
I know. She picked it up and tried to chew it, but it was too tough. Then she inspected it with workmates, who all agreed it was a penis. Imagine that discussion.
Yeah.
Miss McClarter said she vomited for the rest of the day, instantly became a vegetarian, and had to have psychiatric help. It's not known whether the organ was from a human. The case continues.
Well, it can be found out, so that's one thing. Obviously, the doctors aren't confused. They're not going, I don't know, I've never seen one like it.
Yeah.
Also, why is she eating goulash?
I know.
I mean, that's my first question. Why...
Yeah.
Lunch. Oh, what do you want? Oh, no, I fancy some goulash.
Yeah. Oh, some gooly lash.
Gooly lash,
Thanks very much indeed.
Lancashire cockpot.
Oh,
is on the menu.
Brilliant.
Only £5.50.
Wangers and mash.
I'd love some wangers and mash, please. If you've got any knob-related puns, not food-related puns, then call XFM on 3426 14094.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Call Chris Miles at radio1.xfm.winginmank.
Yeah. Cock o' van.
Cock o' van.
It's already done for
There's
you.
there's Wangers and Max, Cock o' van, Lancashire Cockpot. You know.
That's just off the top of our brains.
Yeah.
So, if you've got any of your own, keep them to yourself. We're not interested. What do you make of that, knob news?
And he's in a hospital.
I don't think so.
Oh,
yes, it was a hospital cleaner. You're right.
Oh,
cleaner.
God. I know how your mind's thinking already.
There's been a mix-up.
What kind of mix-up?
I love that. What, some bloke's gone in, some lesbian's gone in and wanted a sex change. She's got a carrot for a cock.
Bit of stew and steak.
Stewing steak. Oh, that would be great. You're not a doctor, you butcher. This is not funny.
There was some other news, whilst we're doing the knob news, just cram this one in. There was some story on some news website about some lad who wasn't happy with what he'd been given.
Right.
What do you mean? He had an op?
No, he wanted to have an op.
He wasn't happy with what God had given him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the Lord had popped downstairs for him?
Sure.
And,
Sorry, no, wait a minute. Was he a bloke who wanted it?
yeah, a fella.
And what he wanted, he didn't want a knob, or he wanted a bigger knob?
Wanted a bigger one.
Right, okay.
And, cost $5,000.
Right.
And they made a mess of it.
Well, how did they make a mess of it?
Don't know, it came out smaller than they went in with.
Well, no, what do you mean?
I don't know all the ins and outs.
Oh, God.
It's just like he borrowed the money off his
There's
mum.
been a slight mix-up.
He borrowed the money off his mum?
I love that.
How bad is that?
What do you want for your birthday, son?
Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks, Mum, for asking.
A couple of bits of news as well. Hello, Doctor. How did it go? Well, firstly, don't look under the bandages and don't have the goulash for lunch.
Yeah. It was smaller than you went in
Mum,
with.
you got $5,000. Why? Just give me tell me what it's for.
You can have it if you tell me what it's for.
Well, look at that. Oh, you need a bigger one. Yeah, definitely. There's the money.
Yeah.
On you go. Nothing can go wrong. What did he say to the doctor then? That's rubbish.
I didn't read all the ins and outs. I just, like I said, I saw
Just
it.
looked at the picture.
They want a picture.
But you just thought, well, thanks for it. You just thought you'd pop that one in. Thanks.
Yeah, that's the end. Knob News Extra.
Yeah.
Play record, Karl.
So if you've got any knob news, we've got one more show left. Send that to ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and we'll hopefully get that knob news on there next week.
Yeah. All right.
Some Dizzy Rascal.
Oh, Dizzy Rascal, yeah, he's one of the hot new English rappers. Let's play it. Dizzy Rascal, apparently, according to Karl, he hails from Bow, if he's listening. Good work. You have a number 3 hit with that. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais reading a magazine, Karl Pilkington, in a good mood today, so everything to play for. Some adverts.
XFM. Steve reckons, in ancient Greece, right, it was better to shag a bloke than a woman. And I went, well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen. Yeah. Much better, wasn't it? An aspiration
the
to sleep with a beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower-class citizens, so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I said, well, ancient Rome. I said, even Nero, he'd sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, pretty boy men to go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a wash.
He didn't do that.
He did.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No. Well, no. I mean, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, whatever you.
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his.
Well, he was pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And, and you did what you're told. If Caesar or.
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go? Oh.
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was just going to see what Nero's doing. It's not like when I pop in here to see you.
Normally what would happen is he'd say, "Come back to my place. I got a book for you."
Yeah.
You pop in.
But
he'd come out in his pants. Elton John would be on.
You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something. And you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, "There, right, Nero. There's the tablets of stone you wanted." And they go, "Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under." I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles, and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
He would have.
There's no way I would have done.
Yeah, well, you would have.
What have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
Yeah, you popped around to Nero's place with the pizza.
Right. Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles, and you'd run the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
Well,
you
I
might
put
have
my head
done
on the
it. You
wall.
have done it, right?
No, I wouldn't have done it,
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, I didn't ask you to do that. You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped, you'd have gnawed his packet off. You'd think you were eating Walker's crisps. There'd be bubbles, there'd be flying. Oh, it'd be horrible.
The Beatles from the soundtrack to The Yellow Submarine, actually, and that's Hey Bulldog.
On XFM 104.9, our last show, maybe. Me, Ricky, Steve, and little Karl. All right, Karl? But that book, that wasn't a fake. It wasn't like just a ruse to get you back to show you me and dancing him in pants to Elton John. It's that.
What was your girlfriend doing during that, instantly?
I think she was just getting on with sort of like packing up sort of boxes because we were moving. So
sure.
I don't think.
Well, she's seen it all before.
Yeah. And the book was. Do you remember that book that I showed you? That it was a Man's Body, an Owner's Manual, and it's just like loads of stats. And there's one in there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Guinness Book of Records of
men. Yeah, there's one section there. That was,
sorry, hang on, it's not like Guinness Book of Records of men. That just sounds a little bit like you and I were sat around your house looking at a big book, pictures of men.
The Big Man book.
The Big Man book.
He is a big man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He should be on the front cover.
Yeah, it was a book more about the kind of physical body and
exactly,
about
biology and social and, you know, sex and all that sort of stuff. And
we didn't look at the sex
which is where we got the knob news for today from. Right? This is true, right? I read that you'll have someone's eye out. Knob news. Then you've got the jingle.
Yeah.
I read that the smallest ever functioning penis, right, was under 3/4 of an inch when erect.
Extraordinary.
That is bad luck, isn't it? And it's a micro penis, so it's perfectly scaled down. Just a little look at Karl's face.
Well, couldn't the fella have said, look, right, I'm not happy about it, so don't print it. It's not the sort of press people want, is it?
There wasn't a picture of him. It was anonymous. They didn't read the book and at work the next day and go, look at this, Frank. What? Smallest ever penis, half an inch. He didn't go, it's me. He just went, yeah, loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a shower. I'm alright. He must have had to have a little jod with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, presumably.
Because you couldn't even get a fist. I mean,
no.
That is bad luck, isn't it?
Was he a good-looking fella?
What would you do, right, if he invited you round and said, right, and he was like the king, right, and he went, oh, Karl, can you just go in there and just nibble at it? And you've gone under the water, and you're just about to nibble at it, and you come up and you go, that's tiny. Would you be disappointed or relieved?
Right, well, that wouldn't happen.
No! Karl, I'm saying if it did, would you be disappointed? Would you go, oh, I can't even I don't know where to start with that? Or would you go, oh, thank God it's not a big one?
You've got to remember that he's the emperor. So you've got to do what he says or he'll have you killed.
What would you do? Would you go, oh, I lovely set of tackle, or, oh, it's not as big as I wanted, or would you secretly think, I'm glad it's not big because I didn't want to, because I'm not that guy?
I'm not even gonna think about it, because I wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't do it, even back then.
Even back then? What do you mean?
Even when was Nero at it? What?
Well, the Roman Empire was sort of like 2000.
Well, it stretched for years.
Yeah. So,
it's a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You'd have to.
I always remember, we're still doing Knob News?
Yeah.
Just
Knob News Extra. Knob News Extra, excellent.
Well, I didn't do that well at school and that, right? But we had biology.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't take much of it in, but there was one day when it was about, Knob News and stuff.
Sure.
And it was all about how blood, is what makes...
engorges the erectile tissue.
Sure.
Yeah, it was all about that. And there's this girl in our class called Paula, right? We were sat there watching it, and she fainted. You just heard her go, oh! And she hit the floor, right? Because we were all sat on top of the desk watching this. Right, I wasn't that interested in that.
No.
I wasn't looking at it and that. But Paula, right, she fell over. And the funny thing was, right...
What was it, a video?
Yeah, a video of, like, this flood.
Yeah.
Doing the business to this fella's member, right? And she fell over, like, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's up with her?" And the teacher was trying to like wake her up and give her water and that. And it was really weird because then the nurse came in, and yet this video was still playing. And the nurse came in, "What happened? Well, do you seen this?"
Yeah.
And you could hear, like, you know, then it was going on to, like, sex education on the video. It was all done from start to finish. What happens, da-da-da-da, and by the end, and she was still out cold by the time it got to, like, and then they had a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That just reminded me of it.
So it seems to me that was a sex education class. She fainted when the penis got erect, and when she woke up, a baby was born. That's probably what she thinks happens. She's wandering around now.
And the whole class just missed out a bit because they saw someone.
If she's ever with a bloke and he gets an erection, she just goes, "Oh no!"
Well, that's it. She was a bit of a class tart, really. That's why everyone was like, "What's up with her?"
Carl.
No, but she was. Everyone was like, "What's up with her?" It's now, she's not seen it before. But just reminded me then. Weird. But anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't.
Anyway,
let's leave Nero aside.
Yeah. The other thing in this, should we play a record and come back? There's another interesting fact.
There is some extraordinary facts in that.
Yeah, we'll do more facts.
We're running over.
It won't be knob news. There'll be all different types of news. Good show though. Enjoying the last show?
Yeah. It's all right, and you know, I hope it gets better because Telegraph are listening today.
The Telegraph, the paper.
Yeah.
Are they? Why did you say that?
Just, Jenny, the PR woman, said to me yesterday, she said, just, you know, do some good topics and that, so you don't have to worry there.
What they phoned up to say, hello, it's Telegraph here, we'll be listening tomorrow.
I don't know what they're doing.
Are they doing a review of it or something?
I don't know. Why would they do that? There's no reason to.
I'm a bit, why didn't you mention this earlier?
So Telegraph have said, why would they call up to say we'll be listening? It's a free country.
Because they said they'll be listening, but also, can you make sure you record it? Because if we can't listen to it because of the pirate stations that are on at the weekend, because it affects our signal and stuff. Whoever's listening must listen and know there's a problem with pirates, and they said, can you...
Well, they're probably just doing a feature about radio shows or something then.
They're going to tear us to shreds. Listen to... seriously, the drivel we've talked today. I mean, what are they going to make of it? That's a broadsheet newspaper.
I think I know what Monday's headline's going to be. I don't think it's going to be like, you know, they're going to forget about the power cuts. It's not going to be about, you know, the inquiry or terrorism or anything. It's going to be, no more to knob news.
Yeah.
It's going to... They're going to love that.
I mean, I have a little bit of self-respect. And if I'd known a quality newspaper was going to be listening, I wouldn't have turned up today. Because I'm an award winner, you know, and I'm a respected television writer, and I've, you know, won awards, sort of classy.
Don't worry though.
And
don't worry.
What have we talked about? Knobs. We've had the worst quiz on radio. We've had you trying to explain relativity. You didn't even understand what that word meant.
You know, you just mentioned there about sort of no knickers and that.
Is this going to be your Auntie Nora?
No.
Right.
It's just, you know, like the last flat that I lived in, I always had a good view across the road, and I could see, it was the hairy...
There was the hairy Chinese
not hairy Chinese kid, he was just a Chinese kid, actually.
Yeah.
Running
because that's rare, isn't it? Hairy Chinese kids are very rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one official sighting, isn't there? In one of those shit little magazines that you buy.
Yeah, he was running around in his underpants.
You just swore ironically. I mean, I imagine if there's any newspapers listening, you did that. Because he's sort of jokey and...
Yeah, go on, let's not swear.
And there was the old woman who didn't move, she was just sat there reading a book all the time.
Who we think possibly died and no one came round for weeks,
I mean. But, and now I've moved, right? And it was quiet for a bit. I always look at what view I'm getting, right? Looked across and it was just sort of empty, sort of flats ready for people to move in and that, right? Anyway, people are in there now, right? And they've put all the furniture in, but I haven't put any curtains up. Right? So anyway, I'm sort of washing up, just having a look out the window. Right. Girl sort of wandering about, with no knickers on. Right.
With no knickers on.
You mean naked?
No knickers. Well, she had a bra on.
Right. Okay.
But,
she's probably looking for a knickers.
So I thought, and I don't know how long I was looking.
No.
Right. But anyway, she looks across.
Oh God.
I think she spotted me.
Yeah.
I think, oh God. I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I said to Suzanne...
Sorry, is this some sort of Peeping Tom confession while the Telegraph are listening?
I've no idea.
Well, it's not... That's the thing, though.
Peepington.
If I was peeping, she was peeping as well, because she was looking over works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, all she could see of you was your bald head.
Yeah.
No, but
And your
this
hands
is it.
moving as you were washing up. And some white-looking substance frothing up.
Particularly stubborn stain on this glass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Imagine if she looked across. I'm assuming your sink is lower than the window.
But didn't she just cover up or something? Or she looked back and go, oh, you looking at my funny?
Well, the thing I did,
What?
I thought, just sort of drop me boxer shorts. Because I thought, well, Suzanne said, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, just so they can see me cheeks of me.
What are you talking about?
No, because I thought, if she thinks I'm walking about in the nude as well, then we've both got something out of it.
Karl!
This sounds like a bad excuse in court.
I know.
This is
Or the plot of a film on Channel 5.
I mean, this is like the doctor who got done, right, for exposing himself to a patient and then painted that little thing that you look down their throat pink.
Yeah.
And going, this is what they saw.
yeah.
No, so sorry, you were looking at a woman dancing around naked, right? So the only thing you could do was immediately drop your boxer shorts.
So she looked across, saw you fully clothed, saw you took your boxer
No, she wouldn't have done, because it's sort of just the top half and the sink's at a side angle, so I was sort of looking out.
So
This
she
is
wouldn't
genius.
so she wouldn't have seen your trousers then anyway?
No, she did. I moved in front of the window more.
So you then made you actually climbed in front of the window.
Oh, this is amazing!
So you climbed in front of the window to show off
No,
your
it wasn't
your naked
obvious.
lower half.
Suzanne said, what are you doing? And I
I bet
said,
she did.
What are you looking at?
I sent you in here to
What
clean up.
are you doing? I'm just taking my trousers down, stand over the window. Why? Because there's a naked woman across the road. What do you think I'm doing, Suzanne? I'm exposing myself while looking at some free funny.
Leave it.
What's up with you, Suzanne?
leave it then, leave it.
Christ.
Are we doing Rockbusters or what?
Yeah.
Oh, she sent you in there to read up on Einstein. She comes in and finds that.
Oh, brilliant!
Wait a minute, can I just check? A final question. What did the woman across the way... What happened? What was her
I
reaction?
didn't look again. I just thought you've seen a bit of action as well. We're both happy. Let's leave it.
Brilliant.
So were you waddling around like a penguin with your trousers around your ankles?
I just was walking about, and Suzanne said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'll explain to you in a bit, but don't look out the window because then it's
Excellent.
obvious."
Then he sees, she calls her husband to look at Karl walking around naked. He goes, oh, she's got a... Quick, Suzanne, get him out. There's only one with you can do. Get some more friends. They've gone one more.
Anyway,
Brilliant. Right, play a record and come back to Rockbusters. And Monkey News. We haven't got enough time. Do Rockbusters. Oh, God almighty.
I make it clear now, I do not condone in any way, shape or form what Cheryl Tweedy did. But I have to say, they wind me up.
By they, you mean toilet attendants?
Yes,
No.
yes.
Right.
Yeah, not Pop Idol winners.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah.
So, go on.
But, because I'll tell you what it is, you go into a club or pubs or big trendy pubs, you go in there, and there's the toilet attendant in there. He's got his little display of aftershaves, sprays, some sweets maybe,
Blue straw
whatever it might. Yeah,
maybe a
blue
lollipop.
straw, maybe a lollipop. And all right, I don't know if they're. I assume they're not employed by the club. I'm assuming the club's got. We've got the DJ, we've got the bar staff. Wait a minute, we need a guy to irritate them on the toilet.
When the manager walks in, do they hide?
Well, this is it. I don't know if it's a guy who's just like.
Is it like busking?
Yeah, he
Do they
snuck
just get
in.
like, yeah, okay.
He came in when it was free during happy hour. He's got a little bag, carrier bag. He snuck in the toilet. But the thing is, it's the fact that toilet attendants, fair enough. I mean, I'm happy if a toilet attendant sneaks in under cover of darkness, cleans it for me, and then shoots off. But it's when I have to see them there. I feel guilty because I'm like, it's like I maybe wash my hands, I'll forget he's there. He'll hand me a paper towel. Suddenly I've got to tip him like a quid or something.
It annoys me because
just out of
I
piss.
wash my hands at all. I don't usually wash my hands. I sometimes don't even bother getting my knob out. I do it where I stand and change my trousers when I get home.
Exactly.
So it annoys me I have to go through this charade of getting it out, slushing out of it, shaking it dry, and then washing my hands.
See, if he did any of those elements,
what,
I'd tip him a quid, yeah.
Pop it out.
But not to hand me a paper towel and get it myself. And it's this guilt, and sometimes I'll hold it in because I'm nervous I don't want to go back in there.
What annoys me is like a posh award ceremony, it's a pound a piss.
It is a pound a piss.
Do you know what I mean? So,
or in a top hotel or something.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And I tell you what's worse than that. I know that he's doing it because he's got to feed his kids, but it's the fact that I've got to look him in the eye. You know, it's like he's humanised. You know, if he was only dehumanised, Rick.
Yeah.
If I could see him and I didn't think he was a human being, I wouldn't feel guilty. If he could sort of hide under the urinal, perhaps, or if he could hide underneath the sink.
Like thing from the Addams Family. He just puts out,
He just pop a hand out, doesn't say anything, just hands me the paper
so you don't
towel.
even see, like, you know, hand go, and then I'd put a pound in, I'd take the thing, put a pound in, nick a lollipop and run away. No aggro.
Exactly, it's the fact I gotta see them and I feel guilty because, you know, I'm on the radio, I've got a cushy life.
I know.
Here's a guy who's trying to make ends meet. It makes me feel bad, it ruins my evening.
Yeah.
I'm just pleading for them, can they not do it anymore? Can they maybe get a job, illegal mini cabin or something? Please.
It's 10 past, isn't it? We haven't done a little bit of knob news.
No, right? We haven't done knob news, no.
But
it's been 3 months.
It's been
3 months coming.
There's this thing. I don't know the full story. I don't know how it happened, right? But little Russian fella.
Yeah.
He was sort of having sort of emptying his bladder, right? And somehow electrocuted himself. Right. And sort of did a bit of damage.
How did he smashed onto some live wires or something?
Something like that. So
did
anyway,
it damage to himself or to an electric fire or something?
No, to himself.
To himself.
Yeah. And so the doctor
didn't slip and curling tongs went up his arse when he was pissed, because that's happened a lot. In
yeah, we've all been there.
We've all shoved the old curling tongs up the arse when having a piss.
Right. So I can't even be bothered.
No, go on, we're interested. We're interested. Well, come on, we're interested. Don't
you can't be bothered. You get Mondays off. Do some work.
Right, so anyway, so the doctor says, oh, it's not looking good, we'll have to take that off.
What?
And he's like,
Novectomy?
Yeah.
Really?
But the funny thing is, right?
Nothing funny about that.
They've done, you're doing me head in.
Just tell the story.
He's doing me head in.
Well, you can chill out on Monday.
I've only got 15 minutes, but I'm going to talk to you every Saturday. I'm going to get the money's worth out of this, because you get Mondays off. And I can't bear the fact someone getting away with something like that, because it's terrible. So you're going to stick this out, or you're going to have to work Mondays. So take it on the chin, right? Okay.
Just finish the story.
Yes.
I command you.
Just do it.
Anyway, so he said, you know, will you be able to sort me a little knob out?
A prosthetic cock,
yeah. But they put him out for the operation.
Yeah.
He woke up.
Yeah.
Right, and he's thinking, oh, thank God that's over and done with.
Yeah.
They've only grown it on his arm.
What are you talking about? You twat. Shut the you're an idiot. What do you mean they've grown it on his arm?
Apparently, like, that's the way they do it.
Oh, yeah, but to then put it on, that wasn't a mistake. It wasn't doctor going, did it go there? Some bloke I didn't do a degree.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why put it there?
Because it's got to grow, it's got a graft there, so they can control it. To skin tissue.
But on your arm.
Well,
but they're going to remove it
or
from the arm itself. What do you mean on the back?
On your back?
Somewhere, well, we can't wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you could have
He's in hospital.
But this way you can still have a little tug, can't he?
But they'll leave it there for quite a bit. It's not... Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, it's just there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's there for a bit. That's not good, is it?
So he's got a cock on his arm?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, you could say it's a thumb or something, couldn't he? Yeah.
But they remove it.
Be good for hitching.
Down below later.
If you had a knob instead of a thumb and you went hitchhiking, just tickle it, and they can see it like a mile down the road, couldn't they?
Posting.
Yeah. If I'd lost my knob, I'd go, oh, I'm not going to have all that stuff. Just whack a pair of tits on me. Do you know what I mean? I think, oh, just forget it.
But why not just put it where it should be straight away instead of messing about?
Where should it be straight away?
You know.
On the forehead.
Listen, are we doing a competition?
Let's play a tune.
Come on, Karl, you can't be bothered. Right, okay, we're going to scrap this and you're going to work Mondays again. How's your aunt, anyway? How's your aunt, the one who farted for 5 minutes, Karl?
Also got the U2
not been that well.
What's up with her?
The best chill out album ever.
Is she alright?
Yeah, she'll be alright.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that's the prizes up for grabs.
Sorry, we were having two conversations there. I think we're a little bit too relaxed in this show.
Sure.
I mean, people tuning in will just think, do those three people know they're going out live? Or is that a conversation, like, between the records? It's... Do you know what I mean?
It probably sounds like, the record is playing. We think the record's playing, we're just chatting.
Oh, dear. What we got, Karl? What we got? Karl. Karl, come on. Oasis, Live Forever on XFM 104.9. Right, we're in the swing of things. It's mine and Steve's favourite bit of the whole show. This is what we do this show for now. Educating Ricky.
Yeah.
Go for it, Karl.
As you said, that learning can't be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for the one. What's the one about the butcher going down the butcher shop?
You've got get your kit on. We're off down the butcher's.
Yeah.
You going for that one?
Yeah.
Well, do you know the saying? Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah. Well, don't give away a secret.
Right. Well, do you know how it came about?
No.
Well, ages ago. Before like
ages ago. 17th century.
Yeah. Before like.
Yeah. 17's good. Yeah.
Before like proper butchers and Dewhursts and supermarkets and that, you used to get these blokes who sold meat. Right.
Butchers they were called then, I think.
Yeah, but the difference was they didn't stay in the same place, they moved about. Right, so they'd turn up on a street corner and he'd have like loads of carrier bags of like
carrier bags.
Yeah, with meat in and that, and people would
plastic
be like,
carrier bags.
Yeah, with
whatever.
mobile butcher on them.
Yeah.
Right, so
and an email address.
Yeah, go on.
People went right. Yeah, I need some meat. Right, so they'd go up to this bloke and say, "What have you got?" And he'd say, "Well, I've got a you can have a bag full of pig, or you can have a bag full of chicken." Whatever, and they'd go, "Yeah, how much?" They go, call it a fiver, whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd buy them, and to make more money, they didn't always fill the bag with what they said was in it.
Oh, and yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Right.
Yeah.
So what
Did
they
they
used
ever
to do?
put cats in there?
Yeah.
But I don't see what.
Okay, so sometimes they would put a cat in the bag
They'd put a
and
cat
pretend
in
it
the
was
bag.
chicken or whatever else.
Yeah. So
But why was a cat any cheaper than a chicken?
Because cats are wandering around the streets, aren't they? Chickens aren't. So they'd get a chicken, they put a chicken on the top so that when they look in it, they'd go, "Yeah, that's all right. Got a bag full of chicken." They'd get home to make the dinner, and they'd be like, "What are we having tonight?" And they'd go, "Well, you'll never guess." And they'd have like, well, you can have a chicken leg, and
But it wouldn't be a cat.
Yeah.
They'd have to defrost a pizza.
Yeah.
Did they mind that they were eating cat then? In those days?
He didn't say. He just was saying about the saying, "Don't let the cat out of the bag." It's like if they see that, they're going to go mad.
I'm mildly disappointed with this story. It's all right if it's true, but there's something about it. It's just I want to know more. He always leaves it. Is it Karl doesn't quench your thirst for knowledge? He creates more. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, yeah, he's like the pot noodle of information.
Yeah, do you know? He never. I want to go.
I'm not nourished by it.
It's like if for every fact he tells me, there's 10 others that spring up that I have to get clear.
Well, so it was the people that were doing this. It was the dodgy butchers that coined this phrase. Were they saying to each other, "Don't let the cat out of the bag"? I.e., what I mean by that, Jack, is don't let them see the cat.
Yeah.
What we've stuffed in there.
Yeah.
Dodgy butcher. That's another phrase, isn't it?
So that's the first one.
Is that a euphemism or is that dodgy butcher?
As his meat delivered around the back.
Sure.
So that's that one. So let's get your kit on.
What does that mean?
It's a euphemism for homosexuality.
Okay. And meat, presumably, in that means different things.
It doesn't. It's a word that is also a male
Would
bird.
it mean chicken or cat necessarily in that context? Or well, I suppose it could.
Yeah. Karl's look at him. Karl looks at you like a cat.
Yeah.
Whenever we leave him behind, if we don't talk like straight at him and let him see our lips moving, and it's monosyllabic and very sad. Look, he's lost in that conversation there. He just drifted off, didn't you, Karl?
No, I just was also thinking on animals and that. Something else I was going to use.
Go on.
Was
this isn't a radio show, is it? I just suddenly caught myself. This is nothing.
I told you that before. It's been bad today.
No, but I mean, it's the way, this casual way that it's like we almost have no regard for our listener, and I'm not proud of that. I just don't know what to do about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to do this properly. I mean, we're just chatting here. I mean, it's only Anderson who's seen through us, and that surprises me that more people haven't. I mean, what are the figures like? Do people listen to this show?
I'll find out for you.
You keep saying that.
But, there's this parrot, and apparently it lives
I mean, Rick, it's unique, if nothing else. I mean, when you wake up with Woken tomorrow, you're not even going to hear him start a line with "there was this parrot."
Go on, there was this parrot, go on.
and it can talk and that. Someone's obviously tore it out how to speak and that, and it flew away, and it's living in this church, right? And people are at the church doing hymns and that, and then
Trouble's brewing.
in between the
If that
hymns.
parrot was owned by an old miner who used to swear a lot,
Well,
then the vicar is
what
going
was
to be really annoyed. That vicar, that vicar's going to go on.
I just hope it stays quiet during the vicar's sermons.
Yeah, go on.
Have you read it?
No, go on. Have you read it?
No,
go on, go on.
because that's what happens,
Go
right?
on, tell us, Karl.
During the hymns, it's sort of effing and jeffing and stuff.
Jeffin.
Yeah.
And everyone's like going, it's quite funny, really. It doesn't know what it's doing. Everyone's having a laugh.
Yeah.
But it's causing a havoc at funerals.
When did this happen?
Not years ago.
John was a much loved man. He was a wanker.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was another
What
story.
can you say about Uncle John?
Bollocks.
Oh, Karl, I love the fact that when you look at things, you go, that's interesting. A parrot that swears at funerals.
That'd be a nightmare.
And it stays with you. You see, for a simple man, you retain an awful lot of knowledge. It's just all rubbish.
It's all
Do you know what I mean? If you just replaced all this rubbish with good stuff, you'd be an intellectual.
Yeah.
Really. Because, your attention is fantastic.
Yeah. So
Did I lose you again there, did I?
So
was it the word retention?
we've still got Wash Up With You.
Yeah. Should we play a record and do Wash Up With You?
Yeah, we'll play a bit of Aqualung then.
Aqualung! Right, that's Aqualung. Good time's gonna come, innit? Right, Karl, come on in, educating Ricky. So, don't let the cat out of the bag, that's where that comes from. Comes from a crafty butcher. Right, go on then.
So the next little headline is Wash Up With You.
Wash Up With You, go on.
You want to know about that?
Yes.
It's a survey that they did this week.
They?
Yeah, some university did some survey.
Brilliant.
Did a world test on washing up.
Yeah.
And each country were given 140 pots to clean. Brits were the quickest. Yeah. Turkey were the slowest at washing up.
The Turks.
It's not because the little fellas that work in the kitchens with no... Is it?
They can't reach.
Spain were the cleanest, and the Germans were pretty good as well. So...
I don't know where to start with this. Honestly, Steve, I don't know where to start with that. Look at his face.
It was really light, right? We've had the parrot, right? These are things that I found. Found the parrot, right? I've told you about the dog in the car wash.
Right, you didn't tell me about that. You said there's a car wash for a dog. That's all you told me.
Yeah,
the
but
parrot, you said there's a parrot. What? It's a problem at funerals.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's nothing. Do you understand?
And
They used to eat cats.
what else have we got? There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
Why?
There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
I'm interested. Why?
Tap dancing.
Why?
I didn't write that
He's
much down
trying to
about
break
it.
Roy Castle's record. He's still going.
Go on. What is it? Think.
It's an elephant, and it was really old. It was about 76.
Right.
And it had sore feet because it's old, and
They don't make stair
and
lifts
the
that
roads
big, do they?
roads are bad and that.
Yeah, go
so they said, "What are we going to do?" And the town was like, we're used to seeing it around. It's part of the thing, we don't want it to have sore feet. Yeah. So they got some slippers made for it. And it had like a picture of the elephant looking happy wearing some slippers.
I love him! I love Karl, his world! Where did you see this picture?
That was on the internet.
Right.
That's a lesson, though, for any elephants listening. Don't wear stilettos to work every day, because it can do your feet in.
So that it's
don't elephants have really bad memories?
No, they have really good memories.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good then. No, I just thought they'd forget where they put them. I thought there was something about elephants having bad memories and that.
It goes on, where's my slippers? Yeah. I'm sure I left them by the test.
So sorry, there's an elephant walking around wearing slippers?
Yeah, that's in India.
What kind of slippers? Those sort of old man ones with the sort of checkered
round
design.
ones, I imagine.
Yeah.
Big round ones.
There was that going on.
And is it happening? Is it happier? I mean, does it feel more satisfying?
It looked it.
Did it look? How can you tell? How can you tell for elephants, please?
What else is there? There was a woman who's had a breast insured for 150 grand.
Right.
Okay. Any more information there?
What? Third party fire and theft?
Don't know. It had a picture of her with them, out. I just thought, you should get them covered.
He's done another real joke.
Brilliant, that's a proper joke.
He's done, look at his little face, he smiles.
I'd like to see you on one of the sort of TV panel games. If they could bring back sort of celebrity squares,
Yeah.
he'd be amazing as the centre square.
Oh, that would be
Wouldn't that be
incredible.
extraordinary? Or on that countdown in Dictionary Corner.
I imagine him in Dictionary Corner.
I'd come up with cat. If that helps at all.
Yeah. Memblant.
Yeah, what does that mean, Carl?
Just anything you want it to mean. Oh, what I've got, there's a dog that's got a cough in Singapore because it smokes 20 a day. Right, okay, another one.
No, it's the last one, and it's
Yeah.
I'll save it. The last one we've got is why don't they just
Sorry,
get-
what was that? Wash up with you, that was it. But was that it? Survey of washing pots and
I
pans.
didn't
washing
understand. You said Italy were the cleanest.
No, Spain.
No, Brits were the quickest.
Yeah.
We were the quickest, but Italy was the
Spain was
cleanest.
the cleanest.
Turkey were the slowest.
Yeah.
Spain were the cleanest.
But why weren't we clean then? Because we were washing up. Why were we not paying attention to the
We
bits
did it
of dirt?
rubbish, we
Whistle?
did it quick.
We did it quickly, but I don't understand what it was being rated on.
Who was doing it? Was it Lynette Newman or Ainsley Harriott?
She's quick. Both of them are quick.
Yeah.
Well, they've got like kind of loads of slaves that do it for them.
Did we use fairy liquid?
Don't know. It didn't have.
Did we
all
use a
that.
whole bunch of Boy Scouts?
Didn't say that. Just
like
said,
Lynette.
it just said, that.
Who had the softest hands?
volunteered for that?
Who had the softest hands?
So it didn't say. I didn't.
Why is it we don't get notified that this is taking place?
I don't know.
When I was a kid, no one ever said, we need recruits because we're doing a survey on who can wash up the quickest.
Are you disappointed in yourself with that one, Carl?
It is pretty dull, to be fair, and that is why we've got to bring in either con merchant or a wine merchant.
Or shut up at your face.
Yeah.
Would you be able to, if I put you on the spot in the next, after the next record, would you be able to give an example of how con merchant would work? I mean, is there something you could do just to sort of experiment?
Should we play record?
Play a tune. What do you reckon,
I can do better than that.
What?
Ads.
Go on. Travis on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. We're doing Educating Ricky. Right, final one. Come on, Karl.
Right, what was it? It was, why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
snappy.
I couldn't think of a heading for it. It's basically
Go on.
people who have tattoos. I've never understood it. Right, that they have something put on their arm.
Right, sorry. Have we started the educate? Is this part of it? Are you educating me? This is something that will be useful in my life that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Go on then.
No, it's just that they've got a machine out, right, that does tattoos.
Tattoos.
You come up with a design you want, and you this machine scans it, and you put your arm in this thing, and you press print or whatever, and then it does the tattoo on your hand or on your
What, like
arm.
loads of little needles that follow a pattern?
Yeah,
computer, is it?
basically, yeah.
Is it a real tattoo? It's a proper
It's a proper one. The fella said,
Well, as long as it goes out, it pierces the skin with a.
I just wondered if it's one of those kind of, those kind of.
No, it must be lots of little needles or a moving needle that can go
Sorry,
along
but
it.
how is this cleaned, like in between each person?
don't know, probably, I don't know.
Well, no, as long as it's only that. If it's one needle, it's just the head, isn't it? If it's one needle that moves, and does it like like loads of little.
What are we gaining from a machine doing it?
Just because they're going to sort of mess it up.
But hold on, how do you keep your arm still? Because your skin moves slightly. So the machine
it's
won't.
sort of strapped to your arm.
Right,
And
so
the
it's
fella,
spread-
the
so-
fella said that the tricky thing was in all this, it was the fact that, nobody would let him test it out on anyone else, so he had to do it himself.
But did it work? Because the thing is with a tattoo
Yeah, it
artist,
works,
they
yeah.
can see when your skin's moved and they can see what they've done and they keep wiping it and looking, whereas a machine's just got to trust itself. So I think one needle could go wrong. If it was a lot of needles, that it just came down, like, 1,000 needles that was an imprint.
Yeah.
But
No,
obviously I'm asking someone who hasn't delved any further than there's a machine that can give you a tattoo. That's all you've got at the moment, isn't it?
Well, basically.
That's all you've got.
I mean, that's what I've got, because I'm not a fan of tattoos. I don't.
But where did you read this again?
This was
Internet?
This was on the internet. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just don't understand why people do it. That's what got me attention. Because me.
Sorry, what have I learned from this?
That if you wanted to get one, you can get one done by a machine now. People say machines are sort of taking over and that, and there's another one. But it's just the fact. I mean, I don't know.
So give us the snappy title of this education again.
Why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write it on? That's what I always think when I see people with loads of tattoos. Like there's that fella who we were talking about the other week in Scotland who was covered 99% in tattoos. It's just like, what have you done that for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't get rid of it now. You've done it now.
Yeah.
One of my uncles, right, Tattoo Stan, he's just caked in them.
Tattoos.
Right.
I don't think he's my proper uncle, but it's just like my dad's got.
Tattoo Stan.
No, my dad's got.
That's a province in Russia, isn't it?
My dad's got loads of mates who.
When you
like,
say he's not your
names.
proper uncle,
Do you know how, like, when
Just a bloke who
someone
used to
comes
hang around
around,
with
you're
the
alright,
school?
Uncle Stan?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there was, my dad had loads of mates like that. There was John the Screw.
right?
So he either works in a prison or he likes to have sex.
Cabby. Cab driver.
Okay.
There was Jimmy the Hat. I don't know where he
Jimmy
did.
the Hat.
Yeah. And,
Did he wear a hat?
No.
No.
There was Fred the Veg.
You sure he wasn't a relative?
Sorry.
Fred the Veg used to get us like big bags of potatoes and that.
Fred Veg, okay.
And there was Tattoo Stan.
Right.
And he was just caked in them. And I used to always look at him thinking, why have you done that? I must have only been like, 6
I
or
suppose
7.
if you're born with a name like Tattoo Stan,
Exactly.
you're destined, aren't you,
were
really?
they like a 1950s gang?
I'm worried about... I'm
Who
worried
were
about...
doing a bank job?
What was his name? The Hat? What was his name?
Jimmy the Hat.
I'm worried about Jimmy the Hat.
Yeah.
Not having a hat.
I don't understand
Are
it.
you sure he didn't have a hat?
Not when I met him.
Did he ever wear a hat?
I didn't see him that much.
Do you think it was a joke, like, when your mate's sort of like, 8 foot and huge, you call him Little John or Tiny? Do you think...
Well, the fact that he never wore a
Yeah,
hat.
they went, hold on, I've noticed something about Jim. Go on. No hat. And I go, oh, true, let's call him Jim the Hat.
Jimmy the Hat, yeah. But my Uncle Stan, he had like loads of them. He did them himself.
Oh dear.
And it was always that thing.
God. What was it things like?
He had like the
cross.
cut here,
Cut here,
on
made
the
in
neck.
Britain.
And if you're going to do them yourself, I'd say at least make sure you're sort of a good drawer.
Yeah.
And don't do it in the mirror so it comes out backwards.
Well, that was the other thing. But like, I remember he did. Names are all right. He had like all his kids' names down his arm. And,
what were they called?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's
Tattoo Stan Jr.
Yeah.
and
Paul shits to bed.
I'm trying to.
Oh, Wabbai Kate.
yeah.
But he had.
Frankie never amounts to anything.
Oh, God.
So he had like.
Johnny, I don't think he's mine.
So he did all this. I don't even know why I'm telling you about tattoos.
No, nor do I, Karl.
I was watching. Did you watch The Mammals in the week?
No,
David Attenborough.
No.
I was thinking actually, right, all this MTV stuff, if there's one reason why I'd like to do it, is I was watching Attenborough, the Mammals programme. I reckon I could do something like that.
Right.
And just have like me, instead of Attenborough, like a young sort of fresh person, watching like certain animals and saying, do we need these? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What's it called? Death on Earth.
Well,
That's amazing. Do we need these?
And,
No, 'cause there's loads of
and the
stuff.
audience at home would vote. Would there be something like
Yeah,
telephone
like a
vote?
vote out system.
Oh,
The
that-
thing is like, it's something interesting that Attenborough was saying the other night on
Do we need these?
on Jonathan Ross's show, on his telly show, right? He was saying, he said you could take all the humans off the earth and it would carry on, but take like some animals off it, mammals and that, you got problems on your hands. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like the question is, do we need these? Is that part of the big thing?
Right.
Like jellyfish.
Yeah.
We've talked about jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which mammals in particular were
You
you
talked about
watching
that
that you
Zoe Ball
thought-
show, haven't you?
Hey?
Which mammals were you thinking we don't need when you watched the show the other night? Any in particular that you thought they don't need them? They're not of interest.
Well, I like whales, but I don't know what they do. And they're taking up quite a lot of room.
Sure.
But stuff like,
Yeah.
but like jellyfish, I looked into because
Yeah,
I
well,
was
I know
talking
you
about
got
them,
them,
and they were saying they've got no eyes, no heart. There's something like 97% water.
Yeah.
They're blind, and they do about 33 miles a day.
Right.
So it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
Yeah.
Well, the big net.
That would be the programme. What? Right, we'll get rid of them. Next week we'll be looking at
Rhinos.
I think it's genius. Honestly, I think it's genius. And like going along sort of like picking up sea anemones and going and just lobbing them into the sea.
Well, what do you think about MTV doing that? And then I just, in between the bits,
Play music videos?
I play music related
relates
to
to it.
fish, so I could play like Fish,
Yeah.
like Rock Guy, or The Animals,
Rock Lobster.
yeah, or what else could
This
I get
could
in
run
there?
and run.
What other songs have got animals in them? The
Well,
Monkeys, could play the Monkeys.
Yeah, there's about 1 million, so let's not start this.
No, but do you know what I mean?
So do we need this?
So MTV flies you around the world
And
to
you-
the most incredible exotic locations. You sort of climb up a tree or whatever, next to, I don't know what lives up a tree, some kind of rare parrot. You say, look at
Sloth.
that, it's colourful,
Sloth.
it's interesting.
Oh, you like sloths, don't you?
No, they just live up trees, but I'd say, do we need them?
Why?
Well, what do they do?
What do you mean? What do they do? What do you want from an animal? Carpentry. What
Well,
do you
like,
want?
I don't like scorpions, right?
Right.
But then I found out they look after those monkey things.
They're not monkeys, they're
Whatever.
lizards.
Well, all right, yeah, then lizards. They look after the lizards. So there's a reason.
But do you need the lizard? Would be your
Well,
next
yeah,
question.
because the local people made shoes out of them.
But not when the scorpion protected them, they didn't.
All right, we don't need them then.
So ultimately, would anyone decide? I mean, do the animals kind of get a chance to mount a case for their survival? I mean, is there maybe someone that comes into their corner and sort of defends them?
I'd have like a David Attenborough type character who says,
Right.
well, they do this, and I'll go, yeah, but do we need that doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does an animal need to do in order for you to feel that it sort of gets a chance of life? I mean, like a pet, like an animal, like a dog maybe, or a cat. I mean, they give a certain affection to its owner. Is that a valid reason to survive? Not particularly for you.
Not really.
No, okay.
I've been saying that though. Blind people use dogs, so they are useful.
So dogs are useful. St.
Farmers
Bernards,
use
they often
dogs.
save people, don't they, in snowy weather?
Cats. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Keep the mice down.
Yeah, but you got rent a kill. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is something that will affect the world.
Right. I think you'll find everything does.
Except Karl. I'm not sure what effect he's having on the world.
I'll tell you what though, Steve, right? Did you watch the mammals?
I didn't see the mammals.
They had bison on it.
Right.
The weirdest looking things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They've really
Again, you're on dangerous ground here, Carl.
but they've really got it's like, decide what you want to look like. It's just a mismatch of stuff. It's got a really big hairy head.
Yeah.
And like you.
Sort of bald at the back.
Right.
Sort of
It sounds like
thinner.
someone you went to school with.
Was there two of them? Oh, brilliant.
From the album Original Pirate Material, it's obviously The Streets, and an album track from that, It's Too Late. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know everyone's raving about it being, one of the albums of the year, but it is, I think.
It's great. That's brilliant. I love the backing as well. It's just so good. The lyrics, the things that go. They're my favourite band of the year. Next week, then, we'll do all our favourite songs of the year, shall we?
No, I think it's got to be 2 weeks' time, hasn't
Oh,
it?
2 weeks, is it?
Yeah,
We'll do
I'm
the
away
Christmas.
next week as well.
What do you mean you're away next week? What are you doing? Zoe Ball show?
I'm going up north again.
Why?
So Claire's going to be here with you.
Okay. Yeah, at least
What are you doing up north?
she does her job.
Just Suzanne's dad's birthday. So
I bet he's a party animal. I've heard that they really kick off, don't they? Is it? Yeah. Mental.
so
You gonna be raving?
can't concentrate now.
Oh, well, he's all stressed because the lady from MTV's here. She's going to film his little face.
So
the
what-
the things he said in the week, he was so worried. He's got worried about the spot on his head. That won't come out. Just you got your best side.
He's on that side. That's all right.
Oh, yeah, the camera's out. Look, he's getting nervous now. Okay, Carl, ignore the camera. Okay, just ignore the camera. Okay. Now, me and Steve have done our research for you, and we've got two amazing things to tell you. What should I tell him first? About the baby or the...
Well, they're
crab?
both equally fascinating, so you choose.
I'll tell you the crab thing first, right? Steve actually saw this thing in The Guardian the week about our research thing, and then we looked it up, we looked into it on Friday, and it is incredible. Right, listen to this. There's a thing in a bay in New England, right, where it's like the biggest, they make silicon chips and stuff for computers, right? And because of the data protection thing, after they've done them, because they have to destroy the plates, right, well, the information's sort of put onto them, but there's still flakes of silicon. They sort of grind it down straight away, and some of the flakes got into the bay, okay, but some of the information is still on even the slight granules of silicon. Anyway, gets in the water, and silicon is rather like a carbon
derivative. They reckon if there'd been life on another planet and it wasn't carbon-based, it'd be silicon-based. Because like simple sugars and proteins, it's just COH and that, and it can work with silicon, right? Anyway, the crabs have been taken up, it's still in the water, and they looked out on the beach, and over years the crabs have started sort of putting themselves in formations, like geometric format, and they couldn't work out why they were doing this. And when they put them in the experiment, they sort of like chopped them up, and they found they'd taken on silicon. And it had sort of got into their brain, and they were downloading information. They picked up little things, because it's just chemical, you know, like electrical impulses that got information off the silicon chip, and they were interfacing it. But this is the amazing thing. One bloke sort of thought of this, and he thought, well, if it's a simple computer with the brain, if it's just a simple sort of electrical thing, then maybe there's sort of, you know, we could get it down. So what they did is they made a thing called a biointerface, and they put it into the crab's brain, just a really simple brain, so it's measured on Mangala, right? And it got impulses from it, and they were getting like computer readers, so just flashes of like symbols and geometric things right on this screen to read the crab's brain, and it was stuff like, you know, fragments of a.
What made them do this in the first place?
Because they saw the crabs behaving differently. They were behaving differently to each other. They were just like, they were, you know, intelligent, and they were sort of solving problems and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, when they downloaded the thing, it was like there was they found one of the secretary's names where it had been on the silicon chip, where it was just like a flash of a computer screen. But the most amazing thing is, they downloaded a memory, right? It was like a snapshot where it had been burnt onto the retina of the crab, just a snapshot or something, and it was like a picture of the beach, like a couple of years ago, right? And they also did, incredible, it was like just a digital black and white sort of thing, so they could see what the crab had seen.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing.
So
intelligent crabs.
What are they doing with them now?
Super brain.
Well, they think this is the upshot. They think they could use it as spy crabs, because they could get these crabs. Also, the other thing is, as generations went on, right? So they put a crab in the sea or something, right? Lots of crabs in, and then as generations went on, a newborn crab, they downloaded the memory, and it had the memories of its great all together. It had every memory that any crab had been related to it beforehand, because it passed it on. It just passed it on.
So not even ones that had been eating the silicon stuff.
Yeah, no.
These are just like ones that have had kids.
Yeah,
and they've got like,
and they know so you'd know everything. Your everything right the way back.
So would that work if we ate silicon?
Well, possibly.
So what are they going to?
Well, they can use them for all sorts of things, though. I mean, that's what's incredible. I mean, I don't know how you train it particularly. I don't know, it'd be quite tricky to train, but I'm assuming if they can do it that way, then presumably they can give it like certain silicon information, which they can then plant in it, if you like, within its sort of food.
Also, if you could get them onto enemy beaches, you'd have like 1,000 digital cameras just
sneaking around. You could get like, you know, Osama bin Laden or someone.
They don't understand the information they've got.
No, they don't know they're doing it. They just download them.
So they're not like you could torture them and they won't be able to sort of give you the information, because they wouldn't know what information they had, because they're just. But
the first crab they downloaded, they just kept seeing the same picture of a big crab feeding it, which they.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what, like its mother crab or something?
Yeah. Just memories of it as a child.
But they're not in colour, presumably.
No, it's all in black and white.